welcome to Critical Tumblr, where a group of longtime friends and nerdy-ass Tumblr users transcend geography through the power of Skype to play Dungeons & Dragons and critically fumble a lot. Last couple of weeks, the party has been moving towards the chasm to fetch Nora, our human paladin, a special sword by the name of Pelor's Beacon, and I'm sure that by this point they're probably really hoping this thing is fucking worth it, because it has been one nightmare after another since they started. They were spared a few days worth of journey, probably more than a few days, because it would have been 2 or 3 days by boat, and they weren't necessarily going to be able to do it by boat, but they were teleported to a grove about an 8-hour walk from the entrance to the chasm. Unfortunately, before they had walked more than a half an hour, they were beset by vine blights and twig blights, and death happened, but not for very long. And Nora kind of lost it for a little bit, completely understandably. And between that and the exhaustion that the Hazel, our half-elf cleric, and Clarity, our tiefling rogue, were both suffering under, and the intense amount of guilt that Darvin, our human bard, felt because of the fact that the reason that anyone came that close to death in the first place was a misplaced use of Thunderwave. They decided to stop to have some camping and rest up and let Nora chill and regain her paladinly calm. While they were doing that, they made quasi-friends with a local pixie, who they call Meep, and found a foundling escapee, a tiefling by the name of Candor, who they rescued from a bear trap and brought back. They also got news of cultists in the area. The theory is that they have something to do with this black sun thing that they've heard murmurings about. What Nora knows or will have heard is there was a lot of falling over. Something was going meep. Apparently, Flitty, one of Lyra's fairy dragons, actually stowed away in Froseth's bag. So at some point, it really was just blue fairy dragon lands by her and nudges plate of food her general direction, because Hazel probably hadn't wanted to get too close. And the following morning, this kind of explosion of fire in the fireball, big black cloud, a lot of coughing, and then this breeze that if she took her hair down for the night, woof, twigs everywhere.
At least then I'd actually like an Oath of the Ancients paladin, so hey.
Yeah, to be fair, you probably look more like a furze bush, but you know. In any case, that's where you left off, as Hazel chucked the majority of a cultist robe into the fire with excessive force. It burned away, leaving a poisoned gas residue behind. Froseth, thankfully, had managed to just about attune to the element of air in a panic reaction more than anything else, and woofed the poison away. Hence, what Nora gets is woof and smoke, and then just wind everywhere for just localized to the area around them just for a minute, and then it stops. And there's a certain amount of Hazel directed loud voices.
And massive, lots of
and
coughing from me.
yes, coughing and retching from Darvin.
I have potioned Darvin by now.
Yes,
Okay.
the one thing that they have finally realized was that they keep saying once we drink the potion, there's no more potion. They're going back.
But we still have a lot of adventure left before we go back.
Well, to be fair, you don't really know how much the what the chasm's going to do and if it's something
Exactly.
to poison. The other thing is you don't know if you're going to have to travel the whole way back.
Exactly. We
But
don't
still,
know.
But still, sometimes it's better to waste that than a spell, as
Okay.
somebody is well aware. Miz, let's dump all of our lay on hands points into myself at the end of combat, and then be standing literally
Hey.
within arm's reach of Hazel and watching her die.
Hey.
I'm just saying, there's got to have been a certain amount of guilt there too.
Hey. Okay, so there's the yelling, there's the smoke. I've camped off somewhere out of the general area, right? Like close enough to hear things, but not close enough to be. So I'm gonna come on back when I hear the yelling and see this in the wind and kind of, okay, what just happened?
Blasphemy happened.
There's a small emaciated, really unwell looking, scarred blue tiefling with red eyes, little boy about 9 years old, who hides behind a tree as you approach. Holy crap, there's another one!
Do I see him?
Well, yeah, he's not exactly being stealthy.
Hey, I didn't know, depending on where he was and where I was. So
no, he's just he was already sort of shuffling nearby to a tree, but he's panic yelling right now. They've just got him to trust them, and now there's this.
She's one of us. She's one of us. She's one of us.
She's wearing that.
No, she's not wearing blasphemy. She's wearing proper Pelor symbols.
What's the difference?
There's a big difference.
It's all right, Condor. She likes me, and so she'll like you too. All right?
I'm gonna stay right here, just in case.
Fair enough.
However, whatever makes you
comfortable. I am stomping right over to Nora and handing her the symbol. Blasphemy happened.
What she is holding out to Hazel is a badly cut square of cloth, which contains it is a bastardized version of the symbol of Pelor. There's no circle in the center of the sunburst. Instead, it's a spiral, and the entire thing is black.
You aren't kidding. Blasphemy happened. How'd you find this?
Oh.
First speaks up going, it was delivered. The centaurs threw a spear with it tied to it. They say if this was us, we better keep our people in order. If it wasn't, we best do something. Some of them got away.
No clue how many some was, or?
They left a note. Hazel has the note. Hazel's the only one that can read the note.
I can read the note.
Oh, no, okay. I to be fair, I keep forgetting because at the very first you had said they'd said that you don't speak up about it very much. And
I pull out the note and also show that to Nora.
Which isn't helpful because it's in Elven.
This looks
it's really pretty.
Elvish?
It's really pretty.
What it says is...
It's exactly what Froseth just said.
Just making sure. Okay. And there's a boy that I won't go any closer.
We think that the cultists were
mostly
doing
human,
something
apparently.
to him.
Yeah, or actually all human.
To.
The cultists are apparently all human and have a thing about non-humans.
Blasphemy!
And they... Candor, do you say they bought you and then the knives came out, basically, is what you said, right?
They bought they took it out of like area, town kind of.
Well, yeah,
And then the robes came,
right.
and they were talking about uh, sacrifices and blood
Yeah.
things and stabby, stabby,
Okay.
stabby, and did
Okay.
no.
I just wanted to make certain I had it right.
That's
But I got out,
horrible.
and then there was you people. You're still hiding behind you, peering out. A little
But
bit,
yeah,
a little
so
bit.
And
that's
I have not moved. I'm not
Yeah.
going any closer. I'm not making any sudden movements.
But-
I'm standing right where I am.
yeah, but Nora, that's why I'm over here, and because
So
Just Candor. It wasn't just us. It was us and Meep.
right, it was there were pixies involved. Well, the pixies led us to Candor, so there are pixies in the forest nearby around us, and
and
centaurs.
what was the smoke?
That was
I
the
burnt the rest of it.
yeah, that was the robe
Waves the symbol.
that was the robe that Hazel threw into the fire that I was downwind of.
Chris
I
goes, that was. I don't know whether it was deliberately trapped, or just people have been working with poison in it so much that it was infused. But there was a certain amount of poison gas involved. Not to mention, and he points around at the various bits of charred earth where bits of the fire have been knocked out that Darwin has stomped on to keep from setting the rest of the forest. Because we are respecting the forest.
We won't be doing that again.
I camp away for a night, and there are pixies, blasphemy, slavers, and poison.
Blasphemous,
Cultists.
poisonous slavers and cultists.
No, the slavers were just slavers. I'm
Okay.
pretty sure they'd say that stabbing me was a waste of livestock.
Well, and then
Pile
so I
of
just
assholes.
yeah, a pile of assholes about sums everything up.
You go
Speaking
smash
of
this pile of
pile of
assholes?
speaking of pile of assholes, Darwin, could we have a word?
Uh,
Just I need to talk to you really briefly, if we could.
okay.
And so we're just gonna kind of walk a little bit away, and I had a lot of time to think and to pray and to realize I was being a pile of assholes.
Look, I'm the one that made the mistake.
I said some things that were harsher than they needed to be.
You were right, though.
and,
Well, sort of.
I could have said it better, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I could have. Well, okay. Yes, I could have thought a bit more but I mean, there was panic involved, and as I told everyone else, I I'm new. Like you've had training, everyone has had training, but me. And I don't mean as far as just how to swing a sword. I know some of that, but I mean, no one ever thought I was going to be in this type of situation, so I have no idea what I'm doing, and I'm sorry. Um, I can tell you nothing like that's going to happen ever again if I have anything to say about it. But and everybody was like, do better, think about what you did, and be. I'm admittedly kind of. I have no idea how, but I mean, I guess we'll figure that out when we can. But yeah, okay.
Whatever you do, don't spar with Froseth.
That much I knew.
We'll
He's
start
never
there.
living that down.
That much I remember. It's not that, like I said, it's more just, I guess, tactics. I guess.
I think I know some things
I
that
just-
could help, and I need to do better at remembering that you haven't ever had formal training, and that's hard for me. And I said things out of turn, and yes, it was a bad situation fueled by bad decisions, but I didn't have to be as cruel as I was, and I'm sorry.
Thank you. And I'm sorry for making that mistake. And I feel like that's not enough, but I don't really have anything else
It's
that I
enough.
can. Okay.
It's enough. and gonna kind of just pat him on the arm, and then we'll walk back toward where the others are. Okay, so Candor, is he coming with us to the chasm? We can't just leave him.
We're not gonna.
Okay, good.
Yeah, well, Hazel, wasn't there, didn't you say that, well, and I'm Norm, assuming you know about this too. Wasn't there an area at the beginning where,
Yeah, there for in the chasm, as far as you two have heard, what little you got from the various roles you did previously, there is a shrine before any of the rest of it happens. As far as you guys knew, that was all that was there, the shrine. It seems there's more to it, but it's someplace safe that someone could wait.
so, I mean, my thought was, and this is entirely up to you. We're not forcing you to do anything because, we're not slavers, even though some of us are human. Not my fault.
Is he gonna get on with
Darvin,
the actual set
Darvin.
anytime soon?
We
I'm
were,
going to walk over and wave my finger very threateningly near him.
Just grab the finger and just Darvin. Sentence.
right. We were going to suggest that you could wait there because we do have some stuff. We have a safe place that where we were going to ask if you wanted to come to. But in the meantime, we have a thing we got to take care of. So then we were going to ask if you wanted to wait at this spot safe while we did what we had to do and then come back.
Darvin. Wait. Candor, I have to go. I know that I'm wearing a symbol that looks an awful lot like that one, and I kind of motion toward what Hazel, because she has it. I promise I'm not them, and I know I can't make you believe that, but what I have to do is I have to go get something from this shrine of my god, Pelor, and you're welcome to come along with us on the way. And wait, there's a safe place where priests would be able, and clerics would be able to take care of you while I go fetch this thing, if you want to come with us.
It doesn't look very comforted by the concept of being left with priests. But
Cleric?
on the other hand,
Hazel's a cleric and she did help. So, I mean, that's what we're talking about.
make me an intelligence check, for the love of God.
Me?
All of you.
Are we
That's an
still at
F, Bobby.
disadvantage?
It's still morning, so yes, you two both
Okay.
are.
Oh no.
Oh, Hazel. But
Oof.
3.
I
All
got a
right.
10.
Fun.
Let me find.
It's
Let me
not
pop
showing
mine.
me what I got.
Pop mine out.
Yeah, you got
11.
11. Yeah, 11 at disadvantage.
So is this just a regular? This is just a regular intelligence
Great
check.
intelligence
Okay,
check.
got it.
Trident. Ooh.
Oh no.
7. Nobody's doing well.
It makes sense. It would be clarity. They're talking about. She knows how it would sound if it were her hearing this. And all they're talking about is the clerics and the priests, and there's one place they're not mentioning. The end goal, if Candor came with them. They're not mentioning Hearthhome.
I hadn't wanted to overload him and
Well,
give him.
Well, I kind of did, but not really.
To be fair, with all
Listen.
of those roles, it makes perfect sense that you guys would focus on the priests and the clerics and not the one place that might actually get him to go.
Listen, Candor, here, we have a place that we know of that we call home, where you will be accepted and you'll be loved. And I know how hard it is to believe that when you have gone through something terrible. But they've accepted me, and I've only known them for 2 weeks. And
Actually, less than one.
oh, well, less than a week, and they call me family. And it's impossible to imagine, I know, especially if you've never had a family or you haven't had one in a very long time. But they can be there for you as they have been for me. And I can vouch for them. I can say that they are wonderful people, and they take in people of all kinds. There's half orcs and half elves and all kinds.
Hey!
And they are Hazel's mothers, and
Mom and Mama.
there's a wonderful place. It is a wonderful place, and I promise you, they will take you in and they will care for you, and they can be your family if you want them to be.
One other thing that Nora, probably hearing that, she's probably twigged on to one other thing. She's got proof. In her bag of holding, she still has the Hearthheart family portrait.
I do. I actually hang on. I'm gonna go to my tent and I'm gonna get a drawing, or my bedroll. Hang on. I'll be right back. So I go grab it and I come back with just the picture. I'm not getting the whole thing. Clarity, why don't you show him the family portrait?
Well, they had this made, and it's crazy, right? They knew me for only a day and a half when they had this made. And
All of us.
Look, there's me, and they took me in, and there's all the rest of them, and they're adorable.
That's a lot of kids.
Yeah. I don't know how they do it, to be honest. But
They're awesome. That's how.
You'll have people to play with, to...
The word play just gets this name word not know look.
You'll have food and shelter and...
Fun!
And
you know,
Finger into Darvin's ear.
people who will love you.
So you're not gonna leave me with Priest?
No. Actually...
No.
Oh, not permanently. No. That's just...
No.
Yeah, see, no. Hanging out with you, this is hanging out right now.
Mm-hmm.
Hanging out with Priest would be, I get to leave later.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. I have to do this errand, and unfortunately I can't take you on that errand part, but as soon as that errand is done, we pick you back up and we take you to this place. If you want it.
Glory to Hearthhome.
How do you have halfling mothers?
The same way you would. They took her in.
Yep.
This is gonna sound awful, but there's a biological thing.
There is,
Don't
but
be
neither one of
thinking
them.
about it.
Neither one of them gave birth to her. They found her when she was a baby and took her in and raised her.
Yeah, Hazel.
Got like right up in his face saying that, like.
Yank.
I love the yank.
He's just sort of pedaled backwards. He was already a bit stressed about the cleric thing, so he found a different tree. Shit.
That's
Kendra.
Hazel.
Kendra, okay, this is gonna sound like it's coming out of the blue, but do you like animals?
I don't know.
And do you want to see a very neat trick?
Okay.
You froze
I will
for me.
make you a companion to stay with you where at the shrine. So I pull out one furry thing.
It's not gonna last that long.
I know, but one that will accompany you until dawn. And I poof out a furry thing
Okay.
A fleeting.
Well,
It's a
that's the
triple.
thing,
Hold, it's what it.
it's random. It's completely random. So
So let
fine.
me. Oh, am I rolling or?
I may as well if I've got the book handy. If I
Okay.
can actually find this stupid.
Oh no.
Because I have the numbers and Clarity has named them
Okay.
all already.
All right. So
Wait, you came up with names for all of them already? That's
You have-
brilliant.
I love it.
That's
you have
brilliant.
you have a 3. If memory serves, that's another freaking badger.
It is a badger. And I pick him up and I say, "This is Norman, and he will stay with you. Norman, this is Candor. You are to stay with him and protect him and keep him company." And I set him down.
Hi. And his badger just sort of waddles up to him and sits down by his foot. And Flitty sort of turns up, lands on top of Norman's head, goes, peep, and Frosa just goes, Flitty is also volunteering to help protect him. And if you're trying to see if there's any kind of cultist presence remaining in this forest, I can watch after him as well. I'd suggest clarity, but you'll probably need someone stealthy if you're doing that sort of thing. You don't know what you'll find.
Cultist smash times now.
Well, the
think-
centaurs did deal with a lot of that. I mean, a few of them got away, sure, but they're scattered. So I mean,
Enough of them got away.
okay,
Them getting away is a problem, period.
right. We're also
sorry,
got
sorry. Candor's sort of going, sorry. I'm kind of having issues with the context here, but let me see if I get this. There's a god, and it's a good god, and there's a place nearby where people worship the good god.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's people who have blasphemy sign of God, this god,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
and they're someplace within walking distance of the place where the I can kind of see where Lady Screamy Pants over there might not want them running around.
Yeah.
But we could also let them know that they're running around.
Nora and Hazel, make me a history check.
Okay, I was checking the range on my divine sense. It's only 60 feet.
This is about to.
Character sheet.
Oh no,
and then-
that is a 6. I
Or-
hate disadvantage right now.
Hang on.
You
I gotta
guys,
do
you
some
guys,
history.
you guys do also need another day, one more day, and
18.
okay. telling the quote unquote shrine down there. I mean, they'd be telling a couple of wizened old folk who've devoted their entire lives to the study, the theology, the philosophy, and young clerics. All they would do was get slaughtered, and you don't even know how many are there.
Mm.
Telling the shrine where we're going wouldn't do a whole lot of good. It's scholars for the
Oh,
most part, and
okay.
and some new clerics. They
Yeah.
don't have the martial ability to handle it.
Okay.
People like me, but even more clueless.
I wasn't gonna go there, but okay. Darvin, be nice.
Okay.
Ear.
Hazel, no.
While all this has been going on, Froseth has basically rebuilt the fire, and there's porridge and various bits of dried fruit, and he has actually had the little bowl of dried berries, for Skylar.
So I guess we're hunting down blasphemous clerics then.
Do we have any clue where to start?
We could ask the centaurs.
The centaurs don't like you, but you can.
They don't like us much, but
Well, I mean, if we're at, I mean, they're the
Still
ones
better
that
asking
suggested.
them than just running around trying to find blasphemous assholes.
I mean, yes, they don't like us, but if
Which
we
point?
if we approach them saying, "Hey, we're going to deal with the thing,"
Candor, do you
Flitty.
know where you got away from them? Would be my next thought, but
Well, I was kind of made a fever at the time, and then there was that tea, and that one touched me.
I fixed
But
it.
I felt better. Still didn't ask,
well, I didn't.
But-
Okay, no.
but so I don't really know where I was, but I can tell you where they found me. Through the pixies in a bear trap.
mm-hmm.
We know where that is.
I don't know why there was
Okay.
Froseth is ladling out porridge and going, theoretically, you could ask the pixies.
Mm-hmm.
This is true.
We have
We'll
direct
need
contact with the pixies now.
Mhm.
I missed a lot overnight.
we'll
Well-
need Flitty and Froseth
Actually,
to communicate though.
Actually, technically, no, you will not. It's been a very long time, but because we never decided a third language for Hazel, and Elven and Sylvan go hand in hand, we've decided on her third language. So you got Flitty perched on Hazel's elbow, leans down, so looking upside down, and very carefully, do you understand me now?
Ah!
Flit, flit, flit. Yay!
What?
You remember!
What just happened?
I understood him.
I'm
What?
talking Sylvan!
You speak Draconic?
No.
And then Froseth's going, that was not Draconic. That was probably Sylvan.
Apparently, I need to learn more
Every other
languages.
word sounds a little funny, but I kind of get it.
That's because you're used to Elvish. It means you can talk to me.
Whoa!
You guys understood zero of that. But
Other than the
all you
woo.
get is woo. Now, to be fair, because you didn't get the context, you don't really understand that either.
Why are we wooing? What? Huh?
I'm going to latch on to Nora. I can talk to pixies!
Okay, that's great.
Well,
And then I'm going to run off and basically jump hug onto Clarity.
Oh,
okay.
and Hazel.
Right?
Sudden Hazel.
Strength saving throw. Oh,
Oh, God.
From clarity.
That is not my strong suit already. That
And
is
you're
my
at
weakest
disadvantage.
thing.
Whoa.
hmm That is a 9.
You almost managed to stay standing, but then thud. And Hazel directly on top of you.
Oh, that's gonna leave a mark.
Ooh.
What do I have the feeling Sudden
Ow.
Hazel is gonna be a thing?
Goal
Stay
squeeze.
over there.
Candor has gone back to hiding behind the tree, which is kind of unfortunate because Froseth's been trying to give him a bowl of porridge, and he's like, "No, right, okay, we'll wait until the morning's entertainment is done." Put head start with a bowl.
Thanks. And I'm gonna kind of sit down next to him and just start eating it.
I'll,
Okay,
I
over
finally
there.
roll off of Clarity and get up and help her up.
Okay, here I am. Food.
Yeah, to be fair, Hazel hadn't thought about how much she was overexerting herself either. So now she's also a pile of achy.
Ugh. Okay.
Hazel, one of these days you're gonna learn not to throw yourself at people. I keep hoping that day will be today, but tomorrow is still always an option.
at least she wasn't holding the
Oh,
hammer.
Shush.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I'm going to attempt to sneak up behind Darvin and put fingers in each ear.
Stealth check.
That's a 6.
Yep. You hear the creak of leather and you see the hair.
Duck. Nope.
Crap.
got Candor sort of peering out of the tree. It's just like, what are you people? Some sort of traveling comedy sideshow act?
We're family.
Feels like that some days.
We're family.
At this point, I'm just gonna give up on doing that and sit my ass down.
I'm just
sit down next to me, Hazel.
I'm just shaking my head.
you.
I'm just shaking my head with this grin. We're family. What can I say? You got another bowl there, Frosa?
Yeah. Well, actually, he'd be giving the bowl to Darvin. If Nora took it off him, that's something else.
I'm just
Eventually,
Food for everyone.
eventually, everybody gets
breakfast.
porridge, and there's a little container of maple sugar or preserves, if anyone prefers, just to sweeten things up.
Reserved for this one.
Maple sugar. Yay.
Both for
It's
me.
a. I mean,
Both.
it's a.
I love you,
Oh,
Clarity.
your teeth not rotting out of your head, Clarity. Oh,
Unfortunately, I suppose it depends on what kind of preserve, but whether whether Hazel will give up any of her cranberry apple preserve.
Oh, she will, by way of probably just taking a spoonful and straight into Clarity's mouth at whatever opportunity is presented.
Yeah, it doesn't go well with the maple sugar, so adding both is not a good idea. But given that you guys are still recovering from the whole dead thing, 2 bowls is probably not asking too much. It's
I don't
very
know,
nice.
That sounds good for me.
It's very nice. It's kind of tart, and
Nom.
it's just that kind of tart doesn't go very well with the maple sugar.
So we'll ask the Pixies.
how do we get in touch with the Pixies?
Well, they're
Is there one that's
over there.
coming on a
There's-
regular rotation, or
I mean, we could.
There's
they're-
a little community
Yeah,
with little houses.
yeah, it's
and
actually really cool.
Adorable.
Yeah. So I mean, we could probably just
What's
not very.
actually... Okay, wait, GM, would I have heard any like stories, songs, anything about Pixies where I might be familiar with the concept, if not intimately familiar with what they are?
In this case, it'd be an Arcana check.
Okay.
Or nature, if that's better.
They're the same.
Okay.
15.
You've heard about pixies. They're very shy. They're generally nice.
Okay.
Uh,
Wait,
I- they,
In theory,
they
would I have heard about like little villages, or is that too?
no. I mean, the main thing that most people know about pixies is that they keep themselves to themselves, and it would appear that most of the people who sing the songs and tell the stories are respectful of that because they don't want people. It's possible that they just don't want people looking for the little fairy hidey hole, the
Got it.
little pixie hidey holes, because they do have a tendency to. And they're not dangerous if they get attention by way of pranks.
Okay.
And if somebody responds positively to the pranks, they'll say hi and sometimes give shinies. I mean, Clarity's got a shiny, or ask for help. If they're too angry, mostly the pixies will just fly away.
Okay. There's a village. I thought pixies kept to themselves,
Mhm.
and villages kind of
There were pranks
beyond
played.
what I expected.
Yeah, there were pranks played. It was
My
amusing.
bow went missing.
Yeah, we found
You
Pumpkin
still have
hazel.
the pumpkin.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, look. I'll pull it out. Look what they made. Isn't this awesome?
This is the pumpkin representation of Hazel's face.
It's a really good likeness
Why
for
I
the
like
material.
this. Yeah.
Right? I
Yeah.
was shocked. I was like,
That's a
For-
pretty amazing likeness.
Frosa pointed out the body was made out of my weapons.
yeah, well, and it waved.
And my bow.
Which actually, the body made out of weapons is fairly fitting for Hazel.
Yeah, the comment was waving, and
I'm going to attempt to finger in ear Nora.
I'm gonna try and catch her finger and.
Okay. Fuck it.
odds or evens.
No, actually, Nora was expecting Darvin to get a finger in the ear, so she's a little bit. So Hazel does manage it. So Nora does get the taste of finger in ear,
I hate
and
that.
so there she is with half elf finger sticking in her ear.
I hate that.
It's not my fault that the pixies are onto you.
But yeah,
What a victory!
there were amusing pranks played. And Hazel was a little ranty, and that was a little
A
off-putting
little?
for them. But
They took my bow. They took my bow.
it was meant. Well, anyway, long
I
story
am
short.
sorry, but you have it back now, and
Yep.
that's what matters.
Anyway, long story short, they're the ones that told us about that. They said they had someone who needed help. We went, and that's how we found Candor. So yes, we can probably very quiet, very nicely, approach them and ask them if they've seen anything.
Okay.
Besides, if the cultists regain their footing, who's to say the pixies aren't going to have to pack up and move,
Yeah,
or
All
worse?
right, well,
and
everybody tuck in, and then we'll go ask.
yeah. So, Froseth, do you mind hanging
I'll
behind?
keep an eye out.
Thank you.
And Flitty is doing his
Hazel.
breakfast entertainment
Say-
tap dance on
try-
top of Norman's head.
Try to actually stay relatively calm this time.
Norman is actually trying and succeeding moderately well at copying Flitty's tap dance. So you have tap dancing badger with tap dancing miniature dragon on his head.
I love it!
Okay,
On
that's
the
going in the
badger, it
song.
looks a little- on the badger, it looks a little bit more like the Snoopy dance.
Okay, that's going in the song. I don't know how that's going in the song, but that's going in the song. Anyway,
I love it.
shall we be off?
Good boy, Norman. All right, we're gonna go.
Actually, named.
I love that too.
I'm not saying I don't. I'm just. I've had
amusing.
other things to be presiding over, and that's just sinking in now.
Imperial, you absolute maniac.
You are amazing.
Yes.
One thing you're probably going to have to learn at some point is the tactical use of the bag of furry things.
I have ideas.
Oh, no.
Do you realize how many extra targets you could have given the vine blights the other week?
Well, and
Well,
realized
I
there were
didn't really
things-
have a chance.
Yeah, that was my
That's
fault.
fair enough.
I
Well,
got one hit in, and then it was.
In all
Yeah.
fairness, I realized after the fact exactly how much stuff was missing from my character sheet that I could have used in both the Centaur battle and the Vine Blade battle. So that's on me too.
Anyway,
We digress.
after breakfast, trying to think who the best one would be to lead the way to the pixie.
Nami?
Probably
'Cause
Clarity.
I don't know where we're going.
Okay. I'm gonna say survival check from Hazel, Clarity, and Darvin.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Dear.
Survival.
Hazel got a 12.
That's not bad.
6 from Hazel.
That
Oh,
is.
Clarity. Wow. 14 from Darvin.
Yep.
Darvin has been, and the main reason he remembers is because he was watching the fairy lights so closely.
Mm-hmm.
So he also saw what was around them. So he's able to track back to. You guys are okay. You know where the homesteads are. Nora, make me a perception check.
14.
It takes a minute, but yeah, there's the suggestion of little houses, maybe built for people about a foot high.
They're hard to spot, but they're there.
Wow.
I am now trying my
Wow.
mangled Sylvan. Hello? Anyone housed?
The fairy, the pixie that you guys recognize as Meep, sort of flutters down and goes, tiny hand, pat, pat. You tried.
I'm just
Home.
5 more things.
I'm just waving.
I'm just watching without saying anything.
Beep is just hovering in front of Hazel's face, and the look on this pixie's face is just, I think I liked it better when she wasn't talking.
Oh boy.
Okay. We help need find assholes made of blasphemy.
Oh dear God. I didn't know asshole could translate into Sylvan.
Dude, that's the first thing you learn in any language. Where's the bathroom and all the curse words?
Oh, I knew. I just didn't know that was one that would translate.
There's a moment of sheer confusion, and then turns around and points at Darvin's backside.
Oh, no. Guy's wearing this.
Sees the symbol and pulls way back.
We're going to smash them in the face with a hammer.
So looks around and you're the only one who has a hammer. How is this we? Is this more you can't talk Sylvan?
Points at Nora. Paladin best. Hammer smash.
Oh, there's another hammer. That one doesn't have a hammer. That one doesn't have a hammer.
Pointing at me, I'm like, what?
Pointing at Clarity and Darvin.
What? What did I do? What? Mm-hmm.
You're fine.
They
So this
have
is still in Sylvan?
They have cutters.
What?
It lands on the hilt of Darvin's rapier. Cutters.
Hi.
Oh.
Things with edges.
Hi. I have no idea what's going on, but okay.
Implements glorious stabination.
That doesn't translate at all. So you guys hear glorious stabination, and a very confused pixie standing on the hilt of on the sapphire on the hilt of Darvin's rapier, looking like, what?
I don't know either.
Sorry. Awful words.
Yes. It holds up a little finger. Wait there. Slow elf. Pat.
Hey!
Head flits up to one of the houses. A little door slams, and you hear this quiet beeping. It's like, this one needs so much help. You don't understand. There's a moment of this. You could ask what the hell that was.
What did you say? What did that one? I don't think you speak this language as well as you think you do.
I didn't think I spoke it that well.
Okay, good.
Those words probably didn't mean what you thought they meant.
Yeah, that.
I got glorious stabination.
Yeah, that I understood.
That didn't translate.
And apparently backside?
Yeah, why were they pointing at Darvin's
Blasphemous assholes.
Oh. Okay.
The problem that Hazel doesn't entirely have about Sylvan is that it's a very literal language. So asshole
None of us would know that, would we?
Asshole isn't a curse word, it's an anatomical description.
And none of us are going to know that about Sylvan.
Well,
okay.
no, I think they're going to figure it. I think you guys are going to figure it out from the reaction.
Wait. You asked about assholes and they pointed at Darvin's. Did you actually use the word asshole?
Yes.
I don't think I don't think that word meant what you thought it meant.
Well,
Oh dear.
It looked scared when you held up the the symbol. So
But
um,
have we
maybe they know.
successfully communicated that we're looking for where they are, as opposed to, hey, we found this thing, or they've found us, or
I told them we were looking for them to go smash them in the face.
okay.
Why were they pointing
That
at
was
me in
Nate's
clarity?
problem.
Because you
Darwin
guys
and
don't have
Clarity
hammers.
can't
I said smashing
smash.
face with hammer.
Be more literal. Try
Yeah,
that.
I think they're
When the pixie comes back, be more literal. I don't think
more
their
simple.
language works with metaphor very well at all.
Yeah.
Maybe.
To be fair, that was not metaphor. That was literal.
No, but hyperbole.
Be more clarity.
Direct.
Me?
Sorry. Bad.
Can you speak
You
Sylvan?
two both know I am awful at words.
I know. Clarity,
This
can you
is a
speak
language I
Sylvan?
haven't spoken since I was
What?
5.
like 5. Okay?
Be more clear.
After a minute of this, you get Meep coming down, and there's another pixie. Hard to tell, but there's a general impression that this one is older, or at least more venerable. Between them, they are holding a scroll, which they hold out to Hazel. Take this. Learn. Please stop mangling our language.
Much thanks, you.
Thank you very much. This will help with syntax and sentence construction.
Okay.
Now,
Wow. You just
you know,
can't.
all you're seeing is Hazel getting a lecture from pixies.
This is brilliant. I have no idea
Now,
what's happening, but this is brilliant.
Hey, Darwin, you have to remember it well enough to tell her moms.
Oh.
Hazel's just, I'm turning and sticking at the plate.
The pixies are sort of floating back. We did want to at least try. Big bad Sylvan, but if you're gonna explode, we've
Hazel,
seen
Hazel,
mushrooms.
Hazel.
We've seen mushrooms do that. We don't want to see it with people.
Okay, I'm gonna walk over to Hazel and just kind of smooth her hair and gently pat. Learn when people are teasing. Take a breath. You're fine. Calm down.
Okay. Instant deflation, just boom, back to normal.
Yep.
Okay. You are looking for things to smash with hammer? We weren't entirely sure.
Looking for guys wearing this. Holds up symbol again. I'm holding up symbol again.
Sorry, they have to be males?
People wearing this.
We haven't seen people, we've seen humans. Are there more people? Other people wouldn't do that. People like her and you wouldn't do that.
Well, yeah, the
Pointing at
humans that were wearing
Caroline.
this, and that the ones that the centaurs went stab at.
Oh, yes, those. They were horrible. They were trying
Centaur
to
said some of them went runny away.
Runny away. I'm sorry, I'm dying. I'm sorry.
Runny, it's like when I was learning to talk, Nana. But this one's bigger. And she thinks she's doing so well.
I know, bad at words.
Don't know enough words to be bad at right now. Now, how How about this? We'll talk, and you tell us if we're right or we're wrong.
Okay.
There were human people, mostly males, dressed in white, with that.
Blasphemy.
That's actually a word in common because there's no translation for blasphemy.
I got that.
I'm assuming
Yeah,
that's
me too.
thing. Is that like taint?
Like,
Taint,
Wait.
like badness, like something taken. Does this? It struggles to come out with the word blasphemy in common, but does it a hell of a lot better than Hazel does Sylvan. Is that does that mean taint, something good, bad?
yeah.
Oh, so they're the men that we sent the centaurs to are made of blasphemy. They actually now know one common word. They were going to carve things into our trees, and we did not like that very much. And they were also going to kind of look for the boy, which we assume meant the little blue boy with the horns that was in the bear trap. He's not a bear. So we led them, but some of them went away. They were headed east. The chasm is east, by the way.
Okay.
Oh no. That's bad. That is very bad.
They didn't seem very happy, but they can't have got very far. We just don't really want them doing anything to our woodland. They smell strange and they sense strange, and we don't like
Smell
them.
like what?
The younger one, me, is going, I kind of want to say honey, but not really.
Oh no. Oh no. That's bad. That's really bad.
Can you make them go away?
That's yeah. We're gonna do that as soon as possible. We're going to make them go away and never come back.
Oh, good, because we don't want them carving things into our trees, and we definitely don't want them stabbing not bears.
I know that tone. That's not a good tone.
Mm-mm. That's what I'm afraid of.
We can send. There isn't even a translation for the sound that comes out of the more venerable pixie, who pointing at the one you call me. It's like, they call me Meep. Nana. She looks at Hayes. Which one of you called my granddaughter Meep? I think technically it was Hazel. Darvin kind of abetted it, though.
He did it! I'm just pointing at Darvin.
What?
Why is Hazel pointing at you?
Roll from Hazel.
Why am I getting pointed
I
at?
don't know.
What
did I do?
Unfortunately, apparently, this venerable pixie can't imagine that Hazel would lie.
Oh no!
Great.
Excuse me, I pull out lunch manual. I did not expect this.
Oh no! What have I done?
I don't know, but you were the one who decided
To blame me for everything.
Wait! No!
No, you don't see anything yet.
Oh god.
Like, what color am I gonna wind up after this?
You're not. I hope this doesn't get really stupid.
Hazel threw you under the proverbial passenger wagon.
Yeah, under the rickshaw. Hazel threw you under the rickshaw. It was really hard.
Okay, let me just.
First,
I'm sorry.
great. First, the poison smoke in my face. Now this.
You know, there's such a thing as sibling rivalry, and then there's this. I think you might want to re-examine Hazel's motivations a little bit, Smeagol.
I
Yeah.
had no
okay.
idea.
Accidental revenge.
Completely accidental.
Oh, this is I am so scared right now. Why?
Okay. This is
That's
going.
what I don't like.
Yeah, this is having to look up some things because
Oh my god.
and now I need to find spell.
Oh my god. What have I done?
I don't know, but as far as I can tell, you can't actually save from this. The venerable pixie looks at Hazel for a moment as she's pointing to Darvin, floats up to Darvin's head, pulls out a caterpillar cocoon, crushes it, and whoop, Darvin shrinks, and he is a rabbit.
Okay, I'm gonna like scoop him up and look at Hazel and go, "What just happened?"
You just turned Darvin into a bunny.
Very obviously, why? Hazel.
She asked who called her Meep.
Okay, I wasn't there for that. Was it actually Darvin?
It was both of us. I was just so shocked.
Heart pounding, eyes just. I'm just like,
Yeah, I'm holding the
I'm
rabbit.
scratching behind Darvin's ear.
Clarity, to be fair,
I'm frozen.
It was Hazel's to start with.
I am frozen. I just.
Hazel.
Okay,
Oh,
let's try
Darvin,
this.
you're the one who called her that.
I know. I just kind of freaked out.
And the pixies just take off.
Oh, well.
Meep looks apologetic because the whole
Wait,
time
no.
I'm trying to talk to her, but
We need him normal.
I'll try to talk to her.
Tell her it was at least half my fault.
Apologize and ask her what her real name is. Oh, wait, no, I don't understand what. No, I'm still yelling.
To be fair, Hazel heard it. None of you guys can pronounce it, but there could have been a question of what she would want to be called. Meep just sort of flies up and tiny little pixie foot kicks her between the eyebrows. Nana gets cross. I'll try to talk to her, but I can't promise anything.
What do you want to be called instead of the
already
thing
called.
that makes her angry?
She's already gone.
Okay, Clarity. Hey, I got Darvin still. Clarity, do you know anything?
I can't dispel magic.
Oh,
Killer rabbit.
by the love of.
He's awfully cute, though.
And to be fair, Darvin can understand every word they're saying. You keep your mental scores. You just can't talk.
There, Darvin. I'm sure it'll wear off
Are we?
eventually.
I'm just gonna kind of bunny shrug and sort of nuzzle up to Nora and just take a nap. That's all I can do at this point.
Okay,
I turned our barn into a rabbit.
I'm just gonna take a nap.
great. Okay.
Yes,
I'll fix
it's
this.
concentration up to an hour.
Oh,
I will fix this. this actually
Clarity,
comes out
okay,
Sylvan.
you can't
I
dispel it.
fix.
Clarity, okay, you can't dispel it, but do you know anything about it? Do you know how long it lasts? Do you know if it's permanent? Do you...
Make me an Arcana check.
Oh my god.
You know, and I'm gonna kind of look at Hazel.
12.
It'll probably wear off eventually.
But we
Usually these are concentration spells, but unfortunately stuff like this, there's not much point in doing it for any less time than an hour. So it could be an hour, could be a day.
It'll wear off eventually. It's probably concentration. If she's really mad, she'll probably keep it up the whole time. So it might be a little while. Yeah.
Great.
Very sad.
The rabbit.
Very sad, droopy bunny ears.
Oh, don't be sad, Bunny Darwin. You'll be all right. We'll take care of you.
It wears off. You and I kind of like grab Hazel just a little bit by the front of the robes. Part of growing up is taking responsibility for your actions and mistakes. Because you didn't,
I'm going to
our bard
apologize.
is now a rabbit. Our bard, whose help we needed, is now a rabbit.
I know.
I find rabbits inspirational.
Okay, there's the line of the session right there. That is the line of the session. Inspirational bunny. That is the tag for this session.
I'm not saying that I can't do some awesome, amazing things in the name of something cute and fuzzy. But a rat still can't swing a rapier, Clarity.
No, but maybe it still has some uses.
Somehow that little bunny face is now contemplative as I'm trying to figure out just how the heck I'm going to hold a hilt with a paw. I'm looking at my paw going...
Oh, I see you looking at your front feet. Stop it. No.
I'm just kind of going like this.
Doug, we can.
I don't have an opposable thumb.
Darwin.
I need a thumb.
We'll have you dig traps, okay? Just no.
Unfortunately, this doesn't mean you can't play music. Did you see the ears droop even further as he realized he can't even sing? He hasn't got the vocal cords for that kind of range.
I start trying to pad out a rhythm on her shoulder with little paws.
You could theoretically count. And you can see him thinking this because you've seen him do that before.
Oh, no, please, no. Oh, dear. No.
He does tricks.
With his fancy candlesticks.
Oh, God, this is the best thing ever.
What was the scroll they were showing you a minute ago?
I just carefully stashing that. That's for me.
What was it?
How to speak Sylvan?
Ooh.
I can't, okay?
Oh, God, we're all turning red. We've been laughing so much, we're all turning red.
I was the sun all day, and I think Clarity's Linda is frozen.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, nope, there we go.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. Can anybody else even speak the basics of Sylvan to where we could let them see that and get better? I can't.
I know Elvish.
I can speak it.
Then why
You
haven't
gotta
you?
get to me.
Turned into a rabbit.
On the other hand, one thing that I actually thought was going through Nora's head, you had a scroll on how to speak Sylvan,
Yeah.
and you didn't open it until you didn't even look at it until after.
You. Wait. They gave you something that would help you speak the language better, and you didn't even look at it until they were angry and gone and had turned Darvin into this.
He's just holding.
I was still figuring out the first bit.
I'm trying to back her up. You know, I'm little stern bunny.
Arvin, you're not helping.
I'm crying.
Oh, mind you, I'm trying to stay in character this whole time. So in character.
I figured that.
Okay.
That's what I
Not
mean. Little bunny.
No, you're gonna answer why you didn't.
No,
You said
That was a
nothing.
sneeze.
I said nothing.
that was a sneeze, not a bite.
That was a sneeze.
You are gonna tell me why you didn't look at the How to Speak Sylvan Better guide until they were gone.
There's still a certain amount of arguing from one of the houses, too muffled to really make out.
What you're gonna do is you're gonna open that thing up, figure out how to apologize in the profusest way possible, and do it.
That was already the plan.
And do it.
Then I forgot I can't talk.
Yes, you did tuck the scroll away, just going, that was for me.
Then open it up and do it.
The other thing I know I haven't said is
Opening scroll.
What that's
as Hazel opens the scroll, and it's got in Sylvan what it takes a minute to figure out. Just says, this may make you a bit dizzy, and okay, it's not perfect, but it's not that broken, mangled. Nobody can fuck up a language that bad. It's the kind. It's Hazel's level of language that she can speak. She couldn't speak like Froseth or Clarity. She's not got the vocabulary for that. She knows the sentence structure. She knows enough words to be getting on with. And she knows just how badly she A, insulted them, and B, fucked up in general. When she drops the scroll in shock, there's nothing written on it.
Confused bunny expression.
what why did you drop it and why is it blank?
I think it was a spell of some sort.
I screwed up, and this is entirely in Sylvan. Oh my god, I screwed up so badly.
That sounds better. That sounds a lot less broken. Now you're hearing.
Clarity,
You've
did you get
heard
that?
spoken. You've heard
Don't speak
Sylvan spoken
Sylvan.
properly, and you've heard Sylvan spoken in Hazel. This is better.
Oh my god, how do I fix this?
It sounds more like what the pixies were a little bit.
Maybe tap on one of the little doors.
They're way up in the trees. But while you consider that, it's around about break time. So we'll leave Bunny
yeah.
Darvin. Bunny
Bunny
Bard!
Bunny Bard.
Bard!
Bardy.
Oh god, now I kind of want to commission art of
You know,
Bunny Bard.
not gonna lie. I'm right there with you. Little bunny with a little backpack with a little loot sticking out of it.
Artist now a rabbit.
Unfortunately, that all gets sort of...
Ah, dang.
Bunny aside.
But no, a really thunderous looking Nora holding this really bemused looking rabbit would kind of be spectacular.
A little brown field rabbit.
Aw.
Just the frumpiest bunny.
With the droopy ears.
Yes, sad bunny. I'm
Sad
sure I
bunny.
could find someone who can draw a sad bunny.
And that should be good.
And we're back. When we last left off, Hazel had pinned her crimes onto Darwin, and a very annoyed elder pixie turned him into a bunny. The world's most inspirational bunny. Most inspirational bunny who ever bunned. But Hazel has now actually looked at the scroll, which turned out to be enchanted, and if she'd looked at it, like, before, this wouldn't be an issue. But no! So, currently, Nora's holding Bunny Darwin, and holding Bunny Bard, and watching Hazel grab herself by the hair and shouting things in much less broken-sounding Sylvan.
You know what?
There's
I'm
another
gonna grab the. I should have done this sooner. I'm gonna grab the Helm of Comprehension out of my bag. On.
And what you are now hearing from Hazel is
Oh god, I messed up. Oh jeez. Oh no.
Don't say
Hey.
Helm.
Oh.
Huh.
Why didn't you put that
Okay.
on earlier?
Why did you have to lie?
That was by accident. That was heat of the moment.
No,
Yes,
no,
still in
no.
Sylvan.
You turned around and pointed at Darwin. There is no accident there.
I freaked out.
Stop. Okay. Do you know how we fix this?
Yes.
How?
I apologize.
Good. Now do it.
Waiting for them to come back out.
Start now. If they can, we can hear them.
I can't get up there.
If we can hear them. They can hear us.
Dear God.
Okay, I understand that. But they're up there.
And if they can hear you apologizing, maybe they would come back.
You can hear them arguing, right?
I mean,
can't make out actual words.
So you know what?
Can
Yell.
do we just need to knock on the door?
Aren't they way up there?
I cast
Pointing.
Mage Hand. Send it up.
And you guys watch as this little purple glowing hand just floats up and taps on one of the door. Door opens. There's
It
a
goes
certain
like
amount
this.
of alarmed sounding squeaking, which Nora and Hazel both understand as they've sent reprisals. Slam.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
I think it's gonna get worse.
Oh, she's grabbing a book. Oh god, she's grabbing a
This
book.
is also again
Made it
still in Sylvan.
worse.
Oh god,
Yes,
she's grabbing a
yes,
book.
actually, she can do that. Mage hand, Clarity's got focusing on the spell, and she feels it as another magic reaches out and bursts it. So mage hand just poofs into wisps of smoke. This one knows dispel magic.
Ow. It was just a
Hazel?
knock.
Wait, Clarity, I've heard you do that thing where you make your voice really, really loud. Is that
Oh,
you?
let's not do that with
No,
Hazel.
no.
Her voice is loud enough already.
So Hazel, start apologizing in Sylvan. Start.
I'm sorry. Please turn him back. It was technically my fault too.
No.
Wait, okay, no. Are you actually saying this?
As loudly as possible, basically saying this is my fault too.
That's not.
Oh boy. I wonder what he's gonna turn into.
No, Hazel, no.
Oh,
A
no.
weasel.
All
3,
going to be bunnies.
2, 1.
Hey,
Bunny.
that's not how you apologize to someone for offending them.
There's
late.
not really enough time for. I mean, there's time for the no, but excuse me, as I didn't really think I was going to have to.
You sent him to be our envoy, and you didn't expect this.
I didn't expect to have to know quite so many pixie spells for this bullshit.
You sent Smeagol as our envoy, and you didn't expect this.
Oh shit!
Fuck.
What did I just get
Oh,
zapped?
All of you, including Darvin, make a wisdom saving throw. At disadvantage, you two.
Ah, no, that's a check.
14. No, that's not me. 12.
Oh no! I just crit failed that
Well.
one.
Yeah, I got.
I got a 7.
That was a nat 1.
Oh fuck. Okay, let's see what this actually does.
See, how much damage do I take?
It's not a damage thing.
This
These
isn't
things,
damage.
luckily for you guys, these things cannot really damage you. Yes,
All they can do is massively inconvenience us.
actually, I have to roll a d10 for what you guys actually do at this point.
Well, I can't do much. I'm a bunny, so hey.
The spell, incidentally, is confusion.
Oh great. Now I think I'm a bunny.
Oh my
That was
god.
the best.
Oh my god.
We are all doomed.
All because Hazel can't people.
Yeah, okay. There's gonna have to be more rolls here. Let's see. There's 4 of you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. There's a certain amount of incantation sounding muttering. It's a little too dim to properly make out. As it finishes, this a swamp of confusion just hits each and every one of you. this where am I? What am I doing? Nora's like, why am I holding a rabbit? And flings.
Why would I
Darvin.
fling instead of put a bunny down? A bunny is a
Because
soft,
confused.
fluffy thing that isn't
you are
scary.
because you are confused.
So even if I don't know why I'm holding it, why would I fling a soft, fuzzy, non-threatening thing?
Again, confusion. I rolled an 8, and that technically means you attack the thing nearest you. So this is actually being kind of kind.
Confusion is an evil, evil little spell.
It apparently makes no logical sense.
Nope.
It's not supposed to. It's confusion. That is a
It's,
thing.
it's sorcerer's entanglement.
This isn't just I'm confused. What's going on? This is
Yeah.
what the fuck. It's
This
basically the entire world hitting you with as much what the fuck as it possibly can.
Overriding
means that-
all sense.
Which means that Hazel is now. Please roll me an attack on clarity.
Yay!
Technically, wasn't I closer since I was holding Darvin and I'd had Hazel by the front of the robes at one point?
I thought you'd let her go. By
I did. I'm not holding her anymore, but I don't know.
Is that with my hammer?
Mm.
Odds or evens?
Me?
Odds.
Yes.
Odds.
Yes. No. I heard. I said yes with the hammer.
Oh, sorry. I thought that was a yes to me because I'd also asked me.
I just fumbled that too. That's a nat 1.
Wow,
Okay.
2 nat ones in a row.
To be fair, this kind of
Thankfully.
makes sense. Roll damage.
Wait, why?
Yeah.
Can I roll
Roll
a nat 1?
damage.
Don't I miss?
Do it.
Yep, just-
Hazel
Clonk.
takes 5 points of damage as she swings the hammer, misses entirely, and whaps herself in the face with it. Clarity, however, is kind of lucky because now she's just. People are attacking. There's bunnies everywhere. I have no idea. There's flying bunnies and people are swinging hammers. I'm running away. So Clarity's just torn off at maximum speed into the forest. Make me another wisdom saving throw, all of you. Oh,
yeah,
Darvin,
what happened to me? Because as far as I'm concerned, I'm a bunny.
you are no longer a bunny. You took damage when you landed. So basically, bunny hits tree. Bunnies don't have a lot of hit points.
20. Not a nat 20, but a 20.
Yeah, basically, you get a lot less confused when you see this bunny that you've thrown hit a tree, turn into Darvin. Thankfully, you have lost no hit points because the bunny lost all hit points. And Bud,
Ow!
7.
Oh! Darvin, are you okay? And I'm gonna go run over there and I've got his face in my hands. Like,
Darvin does also have to.
Oh, right.
Make
Sorry.
another wisdom save.
1 second. Sorry. I was distracted by stuff.
Those with disadvantage are kind of screwed.
Clarity's
Yeah.
still running.
8.
8.
Yeah. You can't move. You're there. There's this person thing coming up to you, going,
Oh god, are you okay?
Just that. Just that.
Hazel is now. People are freaking out. She's just running the opposite direction to Clarity.
I am just making that noise.
So I'm
It's
a
just-
lot less confused, but have I broken out yet?
Yes. No. You.
Okay.
Did,
So I'm good and I know what's going on now, or at least I have an idea of what's going on.
no. You know that for some reason you completely freaked out and threw Darvin. You'd actually
Got
need
it.
to do some Arcana check to.
Okay, but I know who Hazel is now. I know who Clarity is and that she's gone.
And
my
Hazel is also gone now.
Oh boy. Did I find her?
And they've gone in opposite directions.
Meanwhile, I'm just lying there sounding like the emergency broadcast system. Just, ah.
I really need for you to
Kill
have
me.
your senses back. Okay. don't even know what to do. I have a feeling telling you to stay here won't do any good, but please stay here. And which one was closest to me? Hazel took off the most recently, right?
Yes, so she's the one closest. And best of all, she's also the one with lesser restoration.
I'm gonna go. Can I still see her?
Make me a perception check.
Let me get my character sheet.
I'm glad none of us are all that great at running through woods. It should be fairly obvious.
Although, to
8.
be fair, Hazel's one of the best of them, and she's all
Yeah.
in browns and greens.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
So
Ooh.
she's vanished.
8. Shit. Did I see which way she went?
With that perception roll, not really.
I'm assuming I didn't see which way Clarity went either.
You were too confused when Clarity took off. You've got no idea where either of them went, and plus it's probably also kind of hard for you to think because you've got this.
Yep, because I haven't
going.
stopped.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna gently put a hand over his mouth and I'm just gonna sit.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
What about the rest of us?
Give it a minute.
19.
Eventually, it
Fades.
eventually it's just sort of. Wait a minute. Why am I screaming?
Yeah. Yeah, I just sort of.
Are you back now?
Clarity.
Are you back now?
Oh,
After the wind.
Hazel
What
made
the hell
me
happened?
angrier, and then something happened, and then I threw you, and Hazel hit herself in the face, and Clarity and Hazel took off.
So a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guys, wisdom saving throw from the two.
Oh my god!
The disadvantaged twins over here.
Oh,
7.
14!
Not quite enough. She rolled
and
really
unfortunately, I didn't get a good look at which way either of them went, and
No, you're just.
Larry.
And of course, you're too. Oh fuck me! You're too confused to stealth. Okay. It's got to be.
Okay, bye, guys.
Been nice knowing you.
oh my god!
Hey, at least you're not dead.
Yet,
Not yet.
We are idiots.
Okay.
we? No, there is no we.
Okay. When you two are off, way off in opposite directions, the spell finally wears off. But Hazel's got a good sort of half mile. Clarity's closer to 3/4, and she comes to her senses as she has barged into a camp. There's a campfire, and around which are seated 4 individuals, 2 of whom are wearing some fairly familiar white.
Oh
fuck.
shit.
Hello. I'm just going.
Yeah, roll me initiative.
Oh
Good
my
luck.
god.
I'm sorry.
Now you get a nat 20.
Okay. Yes, Clarity does in fact go first.
Hooray!
Oh my god.
So it's one animal per bonus action, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm pulling out an animal and poofing it next to the one nearest to me, I guess.
You have a 7.
It is Brandon the dire wolf.
Holy shit!
Holy beautiful!
Yes! Oh, thank God!
Combat just shifted pretty drastically.
Okay, we're actually gonna have to
Brandon!
start setting up something remotely. Yeah.
Oh god, this is.
Terrible.
Oh my god, this has been one of the most amazing sessions ever. I got turned into a rabbit and thrown against a tree.
Didn't mean to pop that. Ignore me and roll 20. Sorry.
No, that's fine. Just give me a minute while I start.
Oh god, I got thrown into a tree. I love that. I love that. Ah! I love that.
I'm just standing there going, what the fuck?
Yeah, you have no the fuck idea where you are right now.
Aw.
The husband threw a dinner roll at me.
Why did your husband throw a dinner roll at you?
Dinner since I'm playing, and we forgot to take anything out of the freezer to thaw to cook for tonight. And apparently, this was his way of letting me know dinner was here.
That is adorable.
Oh,
Well,
God.
we are on a roll.
Going
Boo!
you.
I'm sorry, that was
You're more
worth.
inspirational as a bunny.
I'm sorry, that was worth it for the look on Callie's face.
I'm sorry, I'm too busy trying to actually find a direwolf. I found centaurs, but
I found direwolf.
no.
An icon.
I don't stats. I mean something I can use
Token.
Oh.
I'm just imagining those poor guys, just strange tiefling barrels in, just suddenly direwolf.
I'm going to use dire trinket here. So.
Oh, okay.
But we know that it is Brandon the dire.
I love that. I still can't get over you named them. You were amazing. You are amazing.
And I threw it. I can throw it 20 feet, I think.
Yes.
So I threw it next to the one closest to me.
So
maybe the one at the bottom.
Down that one. Yep. Okay.
Oh yeah. Let me actually
Dear
change
God.
where I'm looking.
And I've never done this before, so hold on.
Hey, hang on. While you're looking that up, hey, Thess, as part of my Oath of the Ancients, I got the ability to use my channel divinity to speak with animals. Can I speak with any of them and ask them if they know where Clarity went? Are there any around who would know?
Given
you
all the
don't know until you ask.
Well, are there any around? Like, or is it just us and the pixies?
Well, most of the time animals won't come out and talk to you. Although you do get the smaller, younger pixie come out, land on top of Nora's shoulder, turns around to Hazel with her arms
Well,
folded.
Hazel's not there.
I'm
not
gone.
there.
So she's, I do keep forgetting. So it lands on top of Nora's shoulder and looks at the hat, pokes at the hat, and gives a questioning. Can you understand me? Nod your head if yes. But you can't talk to me. Mama and Nana are kind of uppity sometimes. People, biggers, they disturb them. I'm sorry. I'm okay with them calling me Meep. But my name is Jaloy.
Eloy?
And everybody went away. Sorry, Mama likes confusion. But friend went that way, and that's not a good way to go. The one with the horns, they went the same way as some of the bad men went.
Thank you.
Do you want me to go and get the annoying one? I do what I can. But I gave her all the words. She still didn't use them right. I knew she was going to be trouble when she got the angriest. I want to make more friends with people. Why do people like her make it so hard? And then she flies off after Hazel.
God, you're making me wish I
Okay.
understood any of this, because, oh, my heart is just, oh.
Darvin, we have to go right now. Clarity went that way, and
Yeah.
cultists are that way.
Up
Okay,
and gone.
Yeah, okay. Clarity has 2 rounds. So you've taken your bonus action. Now what?
Up and gone. I'm already heading in that direction.
And hold on, let me see. I'm going to just ash dagger that guy that's right next to the dire wolf. Is that sneak attack because my friend Brandon is there, or not yet?
Not yet, because Brandon has not yet engaged.
Okay. Fair enough. And attack rolls at disadvantage.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Fun for me. 12.
Yeah, no. Ash, unfortunately, flies past, bounces off a rock, and ends up back in your hand.
Okay.
Actually, that means I'm going to have to roll initiative for... Brandon did not do very well at initiative.
Oh.
He's
Brandon-
working this guy. He just came right out of the bag, and he's flying.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Well,
he's-
no, actually, it's a little fuzzy ball goes flying, lands, poof. What?
World's
Okay.
most confused dog.
As opposed to world's most confused cleric.
Okay, this one here
Gotcha.
I love you, man.
has a crossbow. What's your AC?
15.
Thankfully, despite being predominantly black and very brown and fairly well lit forest, you actually feel the wind of the crossbow bolt go past your ear. Just misses you. Next one has a regular bow. Ooh, that hits. Next arrow, and this one's an actual arrow, not a crossbow bolt. Chunk in the shoulder for 4 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
This one comes up. Yeah, this one's fairly large.
Oh, dear.
It's fully hooded, and is pulling out a 2-handed greatsword.
Jesus.
Motherfucker.
And thankfully misses by a mile.
Oh.
Clarity sees the sword come out and manages to duck behind a tree, and chunk, it sinks a good inch into the wood and he pulls it out with no trouble.
Oh, dear
whatsoever.
God.
This one here has decided, no, the tiefling is covered. Let's deal with the fact that this dire wolf has just landed at my feet. And okay.
God damn it, this is entirely my fault.
Basically jabs into Brandon's shoulder with a dagger. Brandon, meanwhile, is you've come out of a bag and you're getting stabbed, and it's probably the pain as much as anything else that makes him miss the bite that he tries to put down on the hand that stabbed him. Okay, it's your go again, because these guys are still... Actually, before you do that, Hazel is currently standing in an unfamiliar bit of forest.
Oh, crap. I fucked up.
A little while later, you get the little pixie. Poke in the nose. Poke, 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 poke. My name is Jaloy, and your friend just ran into the cultist people.
Okay, thank you, and I am so sorry.
It's not me. It grabs Hazel by bits
By
of
the ear.
leather. No, and actually hanging bits of hair. So
Oh, there you go.
grab right into face. Listen, I want to be more friendly with the people. Now Mama and Nana are never gonna trust the people again. Now go and save your friend. Kicks
I
her
am
in the
hoofing it straight
Okay.
for wherever I was directed.
Yeah. He kicks her in the forehead again. Go. 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 Clarity.
Okay. I am going to do the faraway ones have they just have crossbows?
One has a crossbow, one has a longbow.
Okay. And this is the one with the great sword?
Yes.
I'm gonna cast Charm Person on him.
Okay.
Oh boy.
All right.
I'm gonna put the spell card up. So it is a wisdom saving throw with a DC of 14.
Okay. How are you going about the charming?
I'm going to cast it and say, you don't want to attack me. Go and attack one of those guys with the bows. They said terrible things about you. I heard it.
Clarity says that, and for a moment it looks like it might have got through. But then his eyes change. They go side to side, up and down black.
What?
And he's not listening anymore.
Oh, it didn't work, huh? Stab.
MVP right here.
Yeah, seriously.
Hot.
I'm sorry. These guys have got rather unfortunate. Their wisdom is sort of up there on some fairly nasty will is not their own levels. Anyway,
Okay,
Attack.
no problem. So I think that's offhand since it's a bonus.
Yep.
Okay. 17.
Roll damage.
1.
God damn it.
Under that robe, there seems to be a significant amount of armor. You drive in as hard as you can, and all you get is those black eyes just look at you, and there's this little sneering smile of really.
Worth a shot.
I adore you, Clarity.
Oh my god. Yeah, Rogue is MVP.
Bowman and the longbowman both manage chunk chunk and make me a constant. Well, first of all, you take 6 points of piercing damage, 2 from the crossbow bolt, 1 from the longbow bolt, and make me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, hold on. Constitution. 15.
You feel this lethargy sort of try to settle over you. Some kind of sleep potion poison, but you manage to shrug it off out of sheer panic. Now, this one is still working on stabbing at the direwolf. And does it another. Poor Brendan takes yet more damage as this guy is just stabby, stabby, stabby. Brendan howls, misses again.
Ah.
So you see Brandon swiping and snapping at this guy, and you see him dodge, chunk, chunk. It's like carving ice. Darvin and Nora at this point turn up to see clarity full of arrows with this massive guy with this massive two-handed sword bearing down on her.
Okay,
And
do we
a
need to roll
dire
initiative
and
to
a
win?
dire wolf getting carved up like turducken.
Okay, do we need
by-
to roll initiative to see
You
where we
now
slot
need
in?
to roll initiative, yes.
All right. 9.
13.
Okay, so our order is now clarity, crossbowman, Darvin, longbowman. No, actually, sorry, this guy, then this guy, and then the direwolf.
Well, what about me?
Yeah, where's Nora in there?
Oh, sorry. I thought sure I'd said. Okay, right, fine. Sorry, clarity.
Fine, I'll let you have a spot in the initiative order if
It's
you
not.
really
It's not that. I thought I. Oh, I know why. Because Nora is immediately after Darvin.
Oh,
Okay,
So I'd meant to say both, and I didn't.
perfect.
Sorry.
Perfect,
So
perfect.
yeah, clarity, crossbowman, longbowman, Darvin, Nora, guy with two-handed sword, and guy carving direwolf like turducken.
Okay, where are we? Are we going to be on the edge of the map until we do movement to come in?
Well, let me put you to approximately where you'd probably be at this stage. So
Yeah.
okay, we have Nora probably be around about there.
Okay.
And Darvin more than likely right behind her because he's
Mhm.
not exactly. I'm gonna actually make some proper tokens out of the Ichi art for
Mhm.
each of you guys. So yeah,
That's fine.
you're coming in and you've just about seen this.
Okay.
So okay, clarity.
Okay. I will stab the guy in front of me with ash. 8. I'm thinking that's not going to do it.
I'm thinking that's very much not going to do it. You
Hate disadvantage.
feel the dagger skate across more armor. It actually shreds some of the robe that he's wearing, and you can see some pretty impressive leather armor on this dude.
Well then, I will disengage with that guy and try to get back away close to where maybe around here.
Okay, as you're backing up, you do see Nora.
Oh, hi guys.
Hi, are you okay?
Not really.
You say to the one with the arrows sticking out of them.
What's actually the narrator? I forgot that part.
I'm running with it. You say that to the one with the arrows sticking out of them.
You said it when it's late, it's played. Yeah.
I had to make sure that she knew what was going on. Okay.
Let's focus. Those
Right.
guys.
Okay.
Wolf, where'd you go?
That's mine.
Okay.
His name's Brandon.
Okay.
As this conversation is happening, Clarity takes 2 more arrows.
Christ.
This time, one from the crossbow. It's probably so it nicks her ear, and 3 from the longbow.
Okay, so how much total was that?
4.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to cast Hellish Rebuke against the longbow guy.
What's the range on that?
Oh, I don't know. Hold on a second. Let me see. Where are my spells? 60 feet.
Okay, then you can do it because you're
Okay.
40 feet from this guy.
Go. Stay. Okay. Hold on. It cast at low level. I can only cast it in second. Submit. So DC 12 charisma save. So it's 17 damage if he doesn't make the charisma save.
He makes the charisma save.
Son of a.
Okay. Oh, how much is half of 17? 8?
It's rounding up. It's rounding up, so it'd be 9.
Okay.
So yeah, this guy, the robes that he's wearing catch fire. It doesn't do huge amounts of damage, but it's clear that he's experiencing some pain.
Good.
Okay,
All right.
so that leaves this dude. No, sorry, Darvin. Darvin, Ethan, I think your fit is frozen. Oh no, there you go.
No, I'm
You weren't even blinking.
sorry. Okay, so since I'm not yet in range, let me check my sheet real quick because I need to see a spell card.
One thing I meant to point out about Thunderwave. The
Mhm.
cube isn't around you. I don't think you internalized that from the.
No, I thought it
rock
was.
last time. No, the reason that it hit as many people as it did was because it wasn't around you. It's in a cube in front of you.
Oh.
Cube goes out. Sphere goes around.
Oh, I thought it was a cube centered
So,
on me.
Technically, if you stepped in front of Nora and cast Thunderwave, you wouldn't hit anybody else.
Right. Okay, because that's exactly what I was about. That's one of the things I was considering, either that or the make everybody glowy so everybody gets advantage, or at least is no longer disadvantaged. So in
On the other
my rolls
hand,
haven't been that bad.
on the other hand, getting them further away would
Exactly.
probably be a good idea.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, the only one of our team, your team, that would get it would be Brandon. But I don't even know if he's entirely internalized Brandon at this point.
Yeah. So what I'll do is I will step. What is the range on Thunderwave?
30 feet, as memory serves. So that would,
Let's see.
if you moved here,
Hmm.
you could get them all.
That's what I was wondering. I was trying to figure that out. Thank you. So yeah, I will
Yeah.
go ahead and do that. Cast Thunderwave. Let me see if I can pop the spell card into the.
Yeah, I accidentally dropped another spell card. I'm looking at things and accidentally clicking buttons. Sorry.
Yeah. If you could not do that,
I
next
try
time-
not to. I usually don't. Today it's a little off. I apologize.
Did I not? Wait, where? Oh,
No,
I
I
see what's
didn't get-
going on. That's why. Did I not put that? Okay, apparently I didn't put that spell in.
let me.
Damn it. Sorry. I'll pull it up. Oops, passed it. Got it. It is first level. That's what I thought. And it's instantaneous. 15-foot cube. It's a 15-foot cube.
Oh, okay. No, sorry, I got that wrong then. But you can still get this one
Mm-hmm.
and this one.
Yep. 2d8 thunder damage if they fail the save. What is the save?
Constitution.
Oh,
I
yes,
remember
Constitution saving throw. There it is. Okay, so I will do that.
And what's the DC on the Constitution save?
Is that your spell DC?
Is that what that is? Okay, let me get it. One second, character sheet. 13.
Everybody makes it, but Brandon. Roll damage.
Oh well,
Brandon.
poor Brandon. Sorry, Brandon.
Poor doggo.
Alright.
2d8.
Come back tomorrow morning.
2d8. Well, if it's half damage, it's 1d8, but I'll roll 2d8.
No, roll 2d8. I'll do the maths because we need it for Brandon.
9.
Could have been worse.
Yep.
So,
And
okay.
Brandon flies away 10 feet.
So does everybody else.
No.
So...
If they make the save, they don't move.
Oh no, they don't. That's right. Okay, so this Brandon goes flying past this guy. Bunk. You hear this yipe as Brandon goes flying, and the other two just wince and lean into the thunder.
Oh no.
Oh, that was something I didn't think about.
Hmm.
You put yourself in melee
Mhm.
range with
Yep.
the guy,
Yep.
and that means attack of opportunity.
Yep. I'm screwed. Off with his head.
Thankfully, you fling. I actually didn't hit anybody. Whoa! As big sword comes swinging down and
Oh, Jesus!
duck. And there's this clang as the sword hits this rock, and you just oh shit!
This was a bad idea. This was a bad plan.
This is gonna go flying.
Yeah. This was a bad plan. This was a bad plan. This was a bad plan.
Laura.
Yes.
With Darwin going like this, going, this was a bad plan. This was a bad plan.
Okay, broadsword guy is the guy right on top of Darwin. I want to move next to Darwin and use that Nature's Wrath that I dropped in there. It does. The problem is the book doesn't tell me what it's throwing against, if it's my strength or dex, but the spell card's there. That's exactly as it appears in the book.
Well, it's a saving throw against DC, so it's their choice as to.
Okay.
It's the creature's choice whether it uses their
Right.
strength or their dex to be
Right.
your DC on this. What is your DC on this?
Okay. It's my general spell save DC is my charisma, which did that get modified when? Hang on. Just come back here, character sheet.
Shouldn't have done.
Yeah. So then
your modifiers get changed until
11 is what I got written down.
Given its channel divinity, does that make any difference?
Yeah, it's a channel divinity spell. Does that?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, channel divinity doesn't have a whole lot of other options either. Let me double check.
Yeah, because mine are my own channel divinities.
Yeah. It's the channel divinity options are not really well. I don't actually put that in my spell sheet. Hang on. Spells. Come here.
Some channel divinity effects require saving throws. When you use such an
Yeah,
effect
the
from this
DC
class, the
equals
DC
your
equals your
paladin
paladin
spell
spell save.
DC.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've got 11.
So yeah, unfortunately, no, it does not get restrained. You
Damn.
see the vines wrap around this massive human, and he just sort of goes sort of hulkish, rip, and bits of vine go flying everywhere. And all you can think is, where the fuck was this guy when we were getting attacked by vine blights? And then you see the eyes wall to wall black. And you think, maybe we didn't actually want him there after all.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, that was my action. Do I have any bonus actions that'd be worth anything? Don't think I do. Let me double check. Let's see. That is.
Although Darwin does actually see the spectral vines start winding around this guy, as Nora does a hazel pointing hammer, just and it has a moment of quiet, inspired hope, and then just oh shit.
This was a bad plan. This was a bad plan. This was a bad plan. Wait. This is still a bad plan. This is still a bad plan. This is still a bad plan.
Okay.
You man.
Yeah, I got nothing else I can do because that was my action, so I can't attack, can I? Shit. Okay. That's what I got because my bonus actions won't help right now.
Okay, this one is gonna step back over to the direwolf because he's not leaving that behind. Still carving like turducken, and poor Brandon is looking in a particularly sorry state right now.
Oh.
Poor little guy.
comes a little bit closer to actually doing some damage at this point.
Oh, God, still whipping.
You see a certain amount of denting in the leather armor around this. I mean, barely, because it's across the field. And at this point, little flaily half-elf turns up at the far end with a little pixie in tow. Roll initiative.
Then
Okay, so that would put you between Darvin and Nora. I'm just gonna put this represents the pixie. For the time being, anyway. Okay, clarity.
Okay.
You're starting
I'm
to run out of
going-
people in range now.
Yeah, I'm gonna move. Are all these squares 5 feet?
Yeah.
Okay, 5, 10, 15. Here.
Okay, cool.
And I'm going to attack broadsword guy with. I'm gonna throw Ash. Now I get sneak attack, yeah?
Now you get to sneak it. Well, yeah, you do, because I suppose theoretically Nora's kind of engaged him-ish.
Well,
Yeah.
I did.
Well, yeah,
And he
somebody is engaged.
He attacked it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Nora's currently striking a heroic pose on top of this rock.
That's all I got, man.
And then going, oh, fuck.
Well.
Ow.
That was a nice try.
Well then.
that was a crit fail.
Okay. Odds or evens?
Evens.
It takes a little longer for Ash to return to you, because normally it's when it hits something or gets stuck in something that it returns, and your throw just sort of skates just a little along the grass and peters out about here, and there's this half second where you can almost feel the magical consciousness going, really? To your hand, like, seriously, you made me expend my magic for this.
The salty little dagger.
I'm still tired.
Yes, unfortunately, you're also still getting shot at.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Oh, no, you have bonus
How many
action.
bonus actions I can use?
Oh, no, yeah. Are there any
Can I?
left?
Are there any what?
I mean, not in a bonus action sort of way. Can I hide? Is there anywhere to hide nearby?
There's trees. Roll me stealth.
Okay. So since I have advantage on stealth, does that normalize my disadvantage?
Yes, it does.
Okay, great.
Praise the heavens.
Yay,
23.
23.
Yes.
Okay, so since these two now no longer have a you to shoot at, they're keeping an eye, but they kind of want to deal with that.
Bye, Brandon.
Sorry, Brandon. In my
Yeah,
head.
Brandon ends up with 2 arrows in his side, and then there's Broadsword Dude. It's not that he's going; it's just that there's one person between the bowman and Darvin now. This guy, big broadsword wielding dude. Shh, rabbit. And Nora knows that if they do any damage to this, he'll turn back.
Nobody hit the rabbit. I mean it. Don't. Trust me. Don't hit the rabbit.
And Hazel can just hear that just on her shoulder.
That was awesome.
And I'm gonna yell back, Hazel, tell her thank you.
Thank you from Nora, and you are amazing.
Okay, it's it's Nora's go now.
Okay, let's see. Let's go for this guy at the very top. I can get over there, right?
Which guy?
I've never
This
figured out how to
guy?
make this work. That one.
You hold. You right click. You left click and you hold.
Okay. Yeah,
Try
it
it?
didn't like me. Ha!
Yeah,
There. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you really got to hold for a while. Yeah, you can get to them.
Okay, so I want to get to him and I want to take a swing. So let's see
Go for
what
it.
happens. Come here. 21.
There it is.
Roll damage.
7.
This guy hasn't actually had any damage done to him yet, but he looks up from taking pot shots at a direwolf to see this probably by now really pissed off looking paladin come charging down on him. Wham! Smacks him across the shoulder.
And I want to expend one of my spell slots to do a Divine Smite, which will do this. So I'm going to expend an extra 2d8 to do radiant damage.
You're supposed to call.
Oh, sorry.
You're
Okay, then I
supposed
won't. I'm sorry.
next hit. If you're gonna call a smite, call which one before
Okay.
you do the hit, because it would be like if you'd actually hit him in the shoulder, and then decided, oh no, I want to give radiant damage to this.
Okay, got it. Sorry.
Don't worry, it doesn't waste if you miss.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
okay.
Good to know. I thought it would have.
No, that's why that rule exists.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah, I won't trust
because
it for this time.
if you don't hit, the magical energy doesn't go anywhere, so you haven't focused the will into that.
Okay, I guess I just assumed it was a free second hit. Cool.
No.
Got it.
Okay, so and there's no other bonus action you can do.
Not that would be worth anything yet.
Hazel. You can't actually see Clarity, so you don't know that she's full of arrows.
Did we skip Darvin?
No.
She
Hazel's
came
between us.
between.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, but Darvin was supposed to go first. I thought.
Oh no, sorry, I got you and I got Darvin and Nora mixed up
Okay.
in the order. So we'll let Hazel go, then we'll let Darvin go, and I'll swap you guys
We'll
back.
fix it next time.
To be fair, I think it's probably going to take him a minute to. This is such a bad plan. This is such a bad. Why is there a rabbit?
I'm going to. Can I make it to about here movement?
Just about there.
All right. I'm going to hang on. Just need to look at something. Can I guiding bolt him?
Him who?
The guy by the direwolf.
You can guiding bolt him. Assuming you can guiding bolt him. Put the spell card up.
1 moment. It's working on it.
Okay, make a ranged spell attack.
That's my spell DC is 13, and I make a ranged attack.
Yes.
So that's a D20 plus this
Charisma, if memory serves.
wisdom for
Wisdom,
me.
sorry. Yeah.
Or is it plus spell attack bonus?
Yep.
That's 5 actually.
Okay.
And disadvantage, so I have to roll again.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the bolt flies past hits a tree and dissipates, just missing the individual.
Right. And all right, then I'm going to bonus action my spiritual weapon.
And out comes the big glowy hammer.
It just I'm launching it from. I'm just launching it straight at the same guy.
Okay, but you've got to actually put it somewhere, and it
Yeah.
keeps attacking. You can move it later, but it's not launching it at someone. It's say you'd want it to be there.
I'm going to essentially divine energy it into being right there. And if I can do it by throwing said energy, then goody.
See what I can find.
Everything's
for,
flaily with
yeah.
this one.
You're surprised?
No, I'm just
Really?
I'm just stating. I'm just stating fact. Gotta throw the thing.
Hey, you great stabby asshole! Catch!
Okay.
Probably still in
I'm-
Sylvan.
No, I get the impression that he's probably she's probably
Defaulted
stopped with.
Oh, okay.
Defaulted to comment by this point.
Okay.
We'll just stick a little fireball here to represent your flaming hammer.
Um,
It'll still hit. It'll still hit from there, but it won't go. Because I figure it's gonna want to reposition to hit that one. So actually,
And
probably over there.
Melee spell attack, since
Yep.
it's that thing making the attack, does that mean it makes the attack, or is it me still? Because if it's it making the attack, there's no disadvantage on it.
Well,
But if they're
it says
I
when you
would
cast a
assume-
spell, you can make a melee spell attack.
okay, then it is me. So
Well, it's all still you. It's still coming from you.
yeah, no, I figured that much. I was just trying to figure out if it was anything like hands.
No, it unfortunately in this case it's everything. Your will, your energy, your
Got it.
everything.
Perfect. So well, I'm gonna roll this twice because disadvantage.
Aw.
Oh, oh, you do hit. You just
And he deals force. He gets force damage equal to 1d8
D8 plus your
plus my spell casting. 9.
Yeah, he's gets a little bit singed and just oh now there's a hammer. It's not overly inconvenienced by this. I'm a bit bruised, but unfortunately, yeah. Anyway, hey, Darvin now
Mhm.
because we got the order.
That's
reversed.
fine. That's fine. So for me, I'm not moving, but I am going to because it's a 60-foot range, so it will work. So centered here, so it hits this one, so it hits all three. I'm going to do fairy fire. So
Okay.
so the three of them are now glowing and can be hit. Any
I'm
attack
pretty
rolls.
sure there's a saving throw for that.
Oh yes,
So,
yes there
spell
is.
card?
Oh, sorry. Just a second.
It's dexterity.
Mm-hmm.
What's the spell DC?
I mean, that's the text exactly as listed.
What's your spell DC, Lipit?
Oh, my spell DC is 13. They all made it. Son of a bitch.
Bloody dexterous little goobers.
Oh, that did nothing.
You see Darvin start singing. is his little fairy fire song, and they all just manage to sidestep out of the radius of it.
Son of a...
I'm in
And
the
it-
area.
and not-
Do I need to?
No,
Okay.
it's enemies, and when there's nothing for the spell to latch on to, it dissipates.
Yep.
Okay.
Son of a biscuit. Well, since I didn't move, I'll move. Move back behind this tree here, so that way.
Well, rock, but it'll
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. I'm just getting behind cover.
Thanks, guys. Thanks.
I tried.
Love
To you as soon as I can.
I tried.
Okay.
Love
The bunny
you
get
all.
an attack of opportunity.
The bunny.
I thought about it. But no. Okay, so this guy is still carving into Brandon like turducken.
Determined bastard.
And Brandon's really looking in a sorry state right now,
Mm-hmm.
and his flails are getting weaker.
Mm-hmm.
But it is taking one guy out of the fray, and he's not really sure what to do about this hammer, so he's just gonna sort of move to the other side so that he's out of the immediate range of the spiritual weapon. It was like, there's a giant hammer! I'm going on the other side and just start carving that bit! Clarity.
Okay. I'm gonna move about here. And try to hit this guy with my dagger.
I tried to negate the disadvantage. Sorry.
Okay.
They rolled really well on Dex
Hey.
dice. Sorry.
The dice don't like me today.
Oh, well,
Okay.
either way.
Either way, the dagger goes flying, sinks into the earth, and poof. There's a very slight sense of, well, at least you got it farther this time. Anything else?
I'll just hide again.
Okay. Stealth.
Yeah, I know. 23 again.
Yeah, of course your damage was negated. So yeah, it's just Nora sees out the corner of her eye this black and blue and amber blur
Poof, poof.
as fling, poof. Nothing happened, but
Okay.
Jenna, or not Jenna. Never mind.
this one's backing up and away from Nora. That's a point. Which does give Nora an attack of opportunity.
Okay, so
Knock
just
him!
roll straight
Fuck him!
regular whirl my warhammer and see what happens.
And it's just a straight
fail.
up.
Ah,
Ah, fuck.
Let's do it for one.
Nora tries to swing at the retreating guy, staggers a little bit, and the only reason she doesn't fall on her face is because the armor is well made enough that it doesn't overbalance her. And takes a shot at Brandon. And Brandon vanishes.
Oh,
sorry.
well, at least we don't have to see him fall over. Because that would be sad.
Oh, Darvin saw him start to fall, but then
Mm.
I suppose technically does get a bonus action, so and they're at a reasonable distance to fire at Nora. Thankfully, they miss. You see this arrow come at you and poing off your shoulder guard. It doesn't even leave a scratch.
Boing.
This one also takes a shot at you. What's your AC?
18.
Just hits.
Shit.
This one manages to sink itself into a gap in your shoulder armor. You take 4 piercing damage.
Okay.
If memory serves, it's Nora next.
No,
No,
we
Darvin.
had the
Darvin.
order- we had the
I
order
got
wrong.
them reversed. Yeah.
No, has Hazel had a turn yet? Or is...
No,
No, it's Darvin,
it's
Hazel,
Darvin,
Nora.
Hazel,
Okay.
Nora.
Got it.
Well, no, actually, it's Darvin, Jaloy, Hazel, Nora.
Got it.
um, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh, shit. Oof.
Hoof, wait, what?
That was the
The
direwolf.
dire wolf.
Okay.
I'm leaving this one here, but you could just assume really
Bunny.
confused bunny.
Mhm. Very large bunny, but
Well,
bunny.
he's
No,
figuring out what to do.
No, it's the size of an average
Bio.
bunny.
I figured he was a little
While-
beefier because it was a big
well,
dude.
Ethan's figuring out what he wants. I need a quick bio. I'll be right back. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, because I'm trying to figure out what
Yeah, I'll be
what
right
to
back.
do because I don't know. Because I don't think I can get close enough to any of these guys to hit him with a rapier attack, and I think I am low on slots. Let me see how many first levels I have. Because let's see, where is it?
I'm gonna start
4.
bringing out a chess clock to these.
A what?
Chess clock. I know
You know
what
one
I
of
know
those
what you mean.
clocks that you have a
Oh,
certain amount
chess
of time
clock.
to make
I
a move.
I
Okay,
didn't hear clock. I heard.
can I get there?
Chess. Awk.
10, 15, 20.
Probably
No.
not. Okay. Then I'll just get as close as I can, and then I
You
will.
can get up to this guy
Oh,
if you don't mind sharing space with a spiritual weapon.
I didn't realize I could do that.
So, I mean,
I didn't know I could do that.
technically, you could sort of get there.
Okay. In which case I will do that, and that counts as wait, that's a cantrip, isn't it? Yes, it is. Cantrips, do those count as actions?
It
Bonus action.
depends.
Depends on the cantrip.
Vicious
Yeah.
mockery. I was gonna do vicious
I think
mockery, and
that one counts as an action.
ah, dang. Okay, then I'll just go for a straight up rapier hit.
Well, let me look it up. I said I think.
Oh, okay. Because if it doesn't,
It's an action.
okay. In that case, I'm not going to. I'm going to go for a straight rapier hit.
Okay.
Because if I had known it was an action before I moved, I wouldn't have moved. But oh well. Too late now. I played it, so I'm going to let it go. Where's core and rapier? Nat 20.
Glowy one, right?
Ooh.
Yeah, nat 20
Roll
with the
damage,
with
and
the
remember, with
with
the
the-
one extra 1d6
Yep.
doubled.
Well, and it's the fancy rapier, so I don't know.
Yeah,
if that
that's what I said.
oh, okay.
1d6 radiant.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so whoops, cancel, wrong button. So then
Yeah,
it's clicking on
like-
rapier. 11.
14.
Yeah, because
And then
that's
1d6.
your radiant damage.
Oh, that's the crit for the that's the crit
natural
damage.
crit.
And
Roll
then-
twice.
So roll 1d6. Because there is a way you're gonna have to talk to Antheus.
And then an additional 4.
Well, wouldn't that be additional 8?
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Yeah?
you double the dice.
Oh,
Because
okay.
you critted.
So another
No.
1d6.
The whole
I'm
thing.
No,
confused.
no, you double what you rolled.
So 8. Or no, so then total I rolled 14 plus 4, 18. Double that is 36.
Yep. Now, under normal circumstances, Darwin would have pierced this guy right through the heart. This guy, Darwin sticks him through the heart with the rapier, and this guy bursts into flames.
You're just one shot of the dude.
Okay.
Into, like, just this the radiant fires of Pelor envelop this guy for a second, and then there's just this pile of ash.
I'm going like this I'm checking my eyebrows.
Yeah, no,
To make
your
sure they're
eyebrows
still.
are fine. Your eyebrows are fine. It's just these guys were weak to radiant damage.
Damn, I wish I'd hit that guiding bolt earlier.
I wish I'd remembered to call my smite before, or knew that I need to call it before.
You
and not after.
you guys don't know. All
No.
you know is that this guy that Darwin stabbed this guy.
I didn't know I could do that.
I didn't know you could either.
It's like, Jenna, what did you do?
Literally,
Between Jenna
literally
and
my
Pelor,
train
I
of
think we're good.
thunk, foom. I didn't know I could do that. My eyebrows are still here. Okay, good. Next.
I believe he's on fire.
Oh
Okay.
no! Now it's pile of ash. These two have really just got.
Foom. My eyebrows are okay. Looks down. Well, now he's an ash hole. Next.
Oh. I love
Okay,
you.
Jaloy can't. Hazel can hear. Can't do anything if you want this guy to stay a rabbit. Do you want this guy to stay a rabbit?
He can stay a rabbit. We got 2 more to deal with.
Nora understands this. Can't really respond to it. All she hears is the nice pixie who wants to be friends with people going, I can't do anything else unless you want this guy not to be a rabbit anymore.
Yell at Hazel. Tell her to keep him a rabbit.
Already did.
Awesome.
Nope. I'm frozen.
Okay, so Hazel, your go.
Hold on. I'm.
Oh, sorry.
Well, no. I'm
bonus
frozen. It looks. Oh, never mind. We're good. Okay.
No, you're not. You're good. So it's my turn,
You
right?
do have you do have bone attack.
I do.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, I do. Okay.
You could inspire someone.
Yes, that's exactly what I was going to do. I was going to do inspiring on at Nora. I don't have a ditty for this right off the top of my head, so Nora, these guys are a blight, so strike them down with Pelor's light.
Can do.
Yay.
All right.
Okay, you get your 1d6.
So how would I use that for what we're doing?
If
Just roll a-
if you make your attack, you roll,
Okay.
and then you can use your inspiration if it is not to your liking.
Got it. Okay. So
It's
can
basically,
I?
basically an extra, unlike your divine smite that you have to call as you roll.
Okay.
As long as you use it before I say whether you succeeded or failed.
Okay.
And you can
Alright,
use
you
it
can
not
use
just for attack. You can use it for really any
Any sort of
roll,
check.
right?
For
Right, Tess?
saves, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, saves and attacks, and I don't know if you can use it
Saves,
for.
attacks, and check. Ability checks.
Yeah, that too. And
Got it.
I don't think you can use it for damage though, right?
No.
I didn't think so. Okay.
No.
That was the
Okay.
only one.
So this guy here, I dinged him earlier. Has this guy here taken any damage?
Little bit from Hazel, little bit from alas poor Brandon.
We knew him well. All right.
We knew him Horatio. He's never been
yes.
well.
Yeah, I know. All right. I want to go after this guy again, though. He ran away from me. He made me angry.
Okay, you want to move up to him?
Yes, please. And then I do want to use smite this time, but let's do the attack and see what happens. Warhammer, please. 15. I'm gonna roll with it. No
Just
pun
hit.
intended. Just
Just
hit.
hit.
Okay, hey,
Roll down.
hit counts, and I'm gonna smite him this time. So I get to Warhammer, and then Divine Smite was 2d what? 2d 2d8. So come here, d8. 2 d8.
Oh, jeez.
Wow, nice.
Ooh.
He made me angry.
And
So I get it for 8 straight and then 15 of radiant.
Yeah, this. Okay, the radiant you can tell is what does it. You hit this guy, and again, whoosh.
Nice.
He is now on fire and very, very dead.
No, now he is a pile of ash. Because that's 30 right there.
Oh,
The radiant alone.
the weakness to
killed him.
radiant just murders these guys.
Nice.
Be grateful these guys are not massive bags of hit points.
Yeah.
I am very much grateful.
Oh,
You
yes.
have, well, not all of them. The one that was is now a rabbit.
For now. We'll have to deal with
Yeah,
him later.
no.
All right. Yeah, sorry. I
Okay,
already
so
went. I forgot.
let's see. I don't think I have any bonus actions that I want to use yet. Let me double
Did we
check.
skip Hazel? We skipped Hazel.
Oh, I think we did.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I
Well,
go
it's
in-
okay,
I
it
think
happens.
I have
We
the
all spin at
same-
weird
I have
times.
the same.
Oh, whoops, sorry. Wrong button. Sorry, that was my fault. Trying to close something and hit the stupid
No,
bottom.
that's okay. It's
Yeah.
okay. It's okay. Yeah, I think at this point your bonus action is just like, okay.
Touch the sun on my chest. Thank you.
Apparently, they don't like the sun.
Hey, Darvin.
You're,
Walk in the sun.
No, I'm
I
telling.
know.
I'm making. I'm. They don't like the sun. I'm yelling that at Hazel. I don't know how else to
there's
put it.
this grin on my face now.
I don't know how else to put it, so I'm just yelling. They don't
There's
like the
this-
sun, and hoping that Hazel gets the idea.
Oh shit! I think she.
Oh, she gets it.
Given you turn around, you see that grin. Give him the grin.
This like psycho grin, like
Okay, we're good.
burning time.
Hazel got the idea.
It is. We will now have it as Hazel's go.
Oh, let me bring OBS back up.
Okay, I'm going to start hauling towards this guy.
Charging cleric.
Get right up close if you want.
I'm gonna hit him with my hammer as my action.
Kind of a shame that your hammer only does thunder damage.
Yeah, but
Okay.
the fact that I can get up to him is just smashy fun times now.
Okay. Roll.
Oh, please.
This guy sees this little half elf coming and just sort of sidesteps, so it's sort of ole.
Okay, still have bonus action.
Can't you move your divine weapon?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna be using the bonus action to take that weapon and make him regret olaying.
So here.
Like right behind him, basically.
So he,
I can probably about do that. Okay, so let's see what happens.
because now that's actually really smart, because all his focus is on Hazel.
And that's a melee spell attack. So, 1 roll, 2 roll.
Fuck. Again, that was so good.
Disadvantage sucks.
I tried to get rid of it. Sorry.
It's alright.
Unfortunately, you see this last dagger wielder just sort of no, not even. He's not even phased remotely. He's just sort of nope.
Hold still and let me smash you!
Clarity.
I'm gonna get around this rock and be here.
Okay, you can do that.
And I'm not having such luck with my daggers, so I'm gonna try to do firebolt at that guy. Ooh, hold on a second. There it is. 13.
Somehow the firebolt just between this guy and the spiritual weapon.
Gosh dang it. I will hide again.
Stealth.
Because that is
If
all
you roll
I
a 23, I'm
can
gonna laugh.
do. 19.
It doesn't matter so much because this guy's a little distracted right now, but
Yeah,
Well,
just in case.
to be fair, Clarity did roll a 23 on her first attack, so Clarity has literally rolled 3 23s in a row.
no, because it was attack 23. Attack.
Well, yeah, I know,
23,
but I'm just saying, just strictly for, the random numbers that Clarity has rolled the last 3 times, for whatever reason, has been 23, 23, 23. That was just amusing to me.
On the high end, I've been rolling well. It's just the low end that's giving me trouble.
And then,
Coming back from
Okay.
this sucks.
Anyway.
Darvin.
all right.
All right. Well, it worked before. I'll try it again. I'm gonna move. Whoops, wrong button. I'll move there. And
You could technically move there and you just box this person in.
well,
Probably be a little bit better than stabbing through Hazel.
oh, okay. I didn't even know if I could do a diagonal because I wanted to leave room for Nora to step forward.
Oh no, you can do a diagonal if that's your thing. Then
Yeah.
by all means.
Yeah, I just wanted to leave room for Nora.
'Kay.
That was the idea. Okay, so we'll just do a straight up rapier shot. Where's my character sheet? I popped it out. There it is. Rapier, public roll, 21.
Roll damage.
Okay, that is clicking on rapier. 4, and then an extra 1d6.
Yes.
1d. Sorry, I typoed and nearly put 1d65. So it's 4 plus 4, so 8.
This one
Although,
hasn't. This one has not one-shotted him.
Hmm.
But right now the shoulder that he stabbed is burning with Pelor's radiance, and you can smell this combination of flesh, not only cooked but partly rotted cooked flesh, and that alchemically generated honey smell coming off the.
Oh god.
Jaloy is still keeping this guy
Rabbit.
a rabbit and doesn't really want to get involved because she's very small and would get very squished. Hazel.
Let's see.
Burn him! Wait, don't burn him. I'm confused. Don't burn the robe.
Well, the only
He's
reason there was that much smoke in the first place was because of the force with which it had been thrown down.
Ah,
He's still he's been dexing out of all this, so I'm just gonna keep trying to hit him with a hammer because he'd probably dodge out of the way of Sacred Flame.
How do you know unless you try?
Fair enough. Sacred Flame it is. Can't trip away.
can't trip away. I love it.
Just
Ole!
that nice swing, just point, burn.
Ole!
Oil
Move
him!
out of the way, he made it.
Yeah, he knows what's at stake here now, and it really is just nit.
Whoosh.
Spiritual weapon.
Melee. Okay, that's melee spell attack.
Disadvantage. 12.
And you got 24 with, oh no, 12. It was the 12 lower of the two. I was like, wait.
Ole.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
just dodging like a maniac.
All right,
So Nora,
my turn now.
I think.
Nora,
All
smash,
right.
please.
I will go right there, please. All right, and then I'm gonna try to hit him with my hammer. Where's the spell sheet? Hammer. I gotta get on the right page. I'm gonna keep it.
Roll damage.
You have no issues hitting this guy.
5. I forgot to call smite, but 5.
He's looking a bit rough,
Bonk.
but mostly it's just ah.
See if I got a bonus action that'd be any good. I don't think I do. Yeah, I don't have anything that's worth it right now.
Okay, he is not going to try to back away. He's not going to risk the attacks of opportunity on.
He's just completely boxed in. But great glowing hammer.
And then Seth, because I'm a protection paladin, if he attacks anybody but me within a 5-foot radius of me, I can impose disadvantage on his attack roll as a reaction. How do I implement that?
You tell me, and I keep that firmly in mind.
Cool. Well, there you go. I told you.
As Paladin is slowly mastering paladining.
In D&D, yeah. D&D is a totally different ballgame.
D&D is madness incarnate, and it's fun! I mean, Bard Rabbit! And, well, random cultist, suddenly a bunny.
Yes, random.
Cultist bunny.
I don't know what we're gonna do with that guy after he turns back, but
Evilest bunny.
Kill him!
I got some thoughts, but let's see what happens.
I'm like, can you tie a bunny down?
Okay, I would like Nora, Darvin, and Hazel to make wisdom saving throws.
Oh, mother.
Ouch.
All right.
I hate disadvantage.
Uh,
I'm going to keep saying that.
13.
7.
Can I use my inspiration dice for that?
Yes.
Jeez.
23 from
It's a D6, right?
Hazel. Yeah.
It's a D6, yes?
hmm
Yes.
So an extra 2.
So I got 15.
Of all the people, Hazel manages to shake off the confusion that this cultist throws in your general direction. Nora,
Bye.
No, Nora. Nora takes a swing at Darvin.
Okay, roll the Warhammer.
hmm
Yes.
Oh, please don't crit. Shit.
But you hit me. I'm pretty certain. Let me check my DC.
Damage?
Let me check my AC.
Yeah.
No, your AC is lower
13,
than 17.
yeah.
Believe me.
Yeah, mine's 18, and I'm the highest in the group.
Damage?
4.
Okay, in which case Darvin, having rolled the die, retaliates with the rapier.
All right.
You do not hit me. I have a 18.
Yes. But given that you guys are currently engaged in dealing with each other for the time being, he's going to try and move away. This way he only gets the attack of opportunity from Hazel.
Just me. Time
Just
to
you.
start whacking him.
Well, and does he get any from the
Not
spiritual
from
weapon?
Spiritual weapon.
No, because that's still me. It's not a Bigby's hand.
Fair enough. I don't know. I just know it's a source of hitting, so I wanted to check. Ow!
Oh, that's a crit fail.
Aw.
So, yeah.
Oh my god.
The cultist is cutting his losses and getting away. That's top of the round. Clarity. You're now seeing Darvin and Nora start basically
Wailing on each other.
attacking each other.
Well, Nora wailing on me, and me just, ineffectually.
Flailing. And Hazel is uncomfortably reminded of a far more lethal version of the pillow fights that used to happen at home, and probably still do. And
Okay.
this guy's getting away. I mean, he'd actually be technically off the map by this point because he's using he's using bonus
10,
action and everything
20.
to just take the hell off.
Ah!
5, 10, 15, 20. Can I get about here and then toss my last fuzzy thing
Okay.
on the other side of him?
So what, like here?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's have a quick look and see what you
Please be something good. Please be something good. Please be
you
something
rolled a
good.
5.
That is the panther named Ernesto.
It's the names. It's the names that kill me. It's just everything. The fact that you did just sat down and named them all.
The best thing we could possibly have ever gotten.
Attack!
This is an attack. I'm telling you, man.
It's a giant cat.
You just went attack. Chuck.
And I would
You
like for it to make a pounce attack when it gets its turn.
Okay, we're gonna have to go with Dog Demon for the time being. Okay, no, that'd be straight 20 feet straight towards a creature. He doesn't have the space to move 20 feet straight towards a creature.
It says,
It says if
oh,
the
at least 20 feet.
20 feet
Oh, okay.
straight
Well,
towards.
then whatever attacks,
It'll-
then.
Ernesto will claw at the. My God, this guy is dexterous as fuck. So no,
How is he dodging everything?
Dodgy
Ernesto-
McDodgersons.
Ernesto did not roll very particularly well. This is what happens. You chuck an animal out of a bag, and it's like, wait, what? Oh, hello.
Bill, you chucked an entire panther out of a bag.
Well, no, a
Well,
thing, and
it
then
was a furry thing, and then you throw it, and then it turns into a panther.
Not my point. My point is that out of all the things you could have tossed, you got the dire wolf and the panther, the two combat critters.
hey,
I love it.
have you seen a pissed off badger? Well, then again, I haven't seen a
okay,
pissed off badger either.
Darvin, wisdom saving throw.
I'm just glad I'm the one who saved from that, because otherwise I wouldn't be saving.
Crit fail.
You're attacking Nora.
All right.
Love you too.
This keeps going to stupids.
18.
That hits.
Roll damage with the extra for the
10.
the
Oh.
extra
And add on your
1d6.
1.
11.
Not for
Okay.
that. Yes. Nora. No, sorry. Hazel, you're up next. Basically, you're seeing Clarity with arrows sticking out of her. Nora has just got stabbed in the. I mean, the problem is that even through the confusion, somehow it's like he remembers exactly the bits of the armor joints to stick the rapier into, and they're wailing on each other, and it's you don't actually remember. You remember running away, but you have a vague memory of hitting yourself in the face, so this asshole might have done this again.
Just trying to remember. I think I burned my lesser restoration for the day, on Candor.
No, that was
Yeah.
That
last.
was yesterday.
No, that was last night.
No,
No,
I did in the morning.
No, it
no,
was.
Oh, you did
no,
in the morning?
I
She
had
would
to
have.
do it in the morning.
Yeah, because
Oh.
she'd burned all her spells
Right.
in that fight with the Vine Blade.
Oh,
My bad.
So yeah.
Sorry.
I'm just trying to remember. Did I also? Yeah, because did I also burn my lesser restoration that time? Huh? Never. You know what? I
No,
don't
you
have
never
it.
got to
Doesn't
it.
matter.
Yeah, you don't have it. That's about all you really need to know.
Let's see.
This one's practically out of sight, and then there's the bunny.
I'm concerned about. I see Clarity with arrows in her, so I'm concerned now.
Bunny
Oh,
by
now
this
you're
point
concerned.
is hopped about there.
I'm-
Well, no. To be fair to Hazel, Clarity's been hiding
This
for about
entire
75
time.
Okay,
Pointing
that's a fair
arrows.
point. I forgot.
And they've been on opposite sides of the map with like people and me and everything in between.
Yep.
Can I run to Clarity? Can I run to Clarity?
5. Yes.
I wouldn't get an attack of opportunity, would I? Since I'm engaged.
No. It's also that it's random. It's a random individual
And you're engaged
that
with
you
me,
pick to wail on.
Right.
And, yeah.
Right. I just wanted to make sure.
which is
Okay.
not how I
And
intended
am
to use that
casting
sentence, but
Swing.
Pure Wounds on Clarity.
Okay. 1d8 plus more if you're using higher level, obviously, but
Just using it at base. Just using it at base. So 1d8 plus 5 plus since I'm casting it at first level plus 3 more.
roll.
8. Nice.
ooh, that's
Roll.
more than enough.
Yeah, the arrows fall out as the skin starts. The flesh knitting sort of pushes the arrows out.
And bonus action, the floating doom hammer is sailing over after the guy who booked it.
He's booked it farther than you can move that thing.
Then I'm going to move it in the general direction of the hopping bloody rabbit. But I'm not going to hit him.
Yeah,
I'm just
it's-
moving it in a
it's-
direction.
You're
Oh,
about
thank
there.
you.
You're about there for the time being. Okay. Nora, make me a wisdom saving throw.
Ah, sheet back open. 14.
You blink, and there's this hole in your side. And you're holding up your hammer. There's this hole in your side, and Darvin's brandishing that rapier you would do things to at you. And it hurts. This is a really well crafted weapon. That hurts like a bitch.
Okay.
And I have
Alright.
no recognition in my eyes. I'm just
Yeah. When you're you again, we are so having a talk. Let's see. What can I do to get him locked down without hurting him?
Now, to be fair, I've only got 9 HP, so you know.
I've only got 11 left, so I'm right there.
I'm just saying.
You
Crack. Poof.
know what? I'm gonna try this.
We have ensnaring strike.
Can I use it again? Yeah, I do.
No, that's a different thing.
Yeah, it's a different thing, and I've got to hit him again in order for it to work.
Yeah, but
I ain't got that much AC.
Yeah. Channel divinity. I can only use it. I can use it as many times as I
Yeah,
want.
but that's not. Yeah, that's not a the
No, I know. I know. I'm looking at something different.
I
Hang
see
on.
what you mean.
Just plus a DC, but how many times can I use it? Channel divinity. Can I use it once for each time I'm my paladin level? Or It doesn't say.
Let me have a quick look. Sorry, guys, we're running a fair bit over here.
Yeah, but it's been worth it.
No, I can only
So
do it
you
once.
must
Okay,
finish. You
Yep.
must finish a short or
Yep.
long rest to
Okay, so I
use
can't
challenge.
do that, and I don't want to try to hit him again, but I might be able to stealth. But holy snaps! Let me double check the text on this ensnaring strike. Okay. Yeah, no, it does extra damage while he's. So I really don't want to hit him. Ugh.
You should grapple him.
Mm-hmm. Just grab a hold of me.
Can I do that?
Okay. Athletics check.
Just
I
straight,
think it might be straight strength, but
just straight strength.
Yep.
21.
Damn.
yeah, you want to roll a strength saving throw just to see if
I lift.
Yeah, that ain't
Do
gonna
you even lift, bro?
Good luck, Captain Spindly.
happen. 3.
you've got Darvin in a headlock right now.
That man is now a pretzel.
No talking when you're yourself again.
This guy has been muttering something under his breath while he's been stopped by Panther, and as he finishes, flash of arcane energy.
Oh, balls.
Wisdom save. Oh no, actually, because he's gone, Darvin is now himself again, and he's being headlocked.
What happened,
What's my name?
Nora?
Ugh, fine.
Why do I have this say my name, bitch thing going through my head right now?
Do I see? Can I see the hole?
You've actually got some of her blood on your face
Oh.
and on your blade.
Yeah.
Oh crap. I'm
But we're not done yet. There's still a rabbit.
right.
Put it
Deloy,
in the bag of holding. Put it in the bag of holding.
no, you don't want to do that because this is Julie going. You know what you really want to do? Cliff.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
We'll fight.
Is there
We'll
a cliff?
fight.
Juloy. Her name is Juloy. She's got a good. Take the rabbit, fling it off the cliff. Somebody else do it. I
Oh
hurt.
no, cliffs are far away. We can get them there. We can
Okay.
get him there.
Can we pick him up and just drop him?
Who can get him
No.
there? We can get him there, or you can get him there. Wait. Wait.
Boy, you don't understand any of this. This
Right.
is
Sorry.
Hazel and Nora can hear.
I can understand, but I can't communicate.
We can take him. We can take the bunny evil. We
Juloy
can
says,
take evil blood.
Can I run over to the evil bunny
Why are you running over to the evil bunny?
to scoop it up?
Who's
Okay.
the we? Wait, no, stop! Don't touch the bunny! Ask Juloy
picking it
who
up.
we is. No, stop! Ask Juloy if we is her and the other pixies or if it's us. Clarification matters.
She wants to know if when you say we, you mean you and your family or us.
I mean, forest folk. I'm not one of you. Most of my family think you're rude and insensitive and horrible. I was going to ask the centaurs. They can run faster, and they could get to a cliff sooner than you guys can. Because I think
Please.
you guys are going to need a rest.
Tell her yes, please. And thank you.
Nora says yes, please, and thank you.
I'll try to talk to Mama and Nana, but you didn't make a very good impression.
I know.
We want to be friendly with people. I want to be friendly with people. I'm trying to convince them. Why won't you make it easier for me to convince them?
Is there anything I could
mostly
do that would
nice.
make it easier?
I don't know. Can you? You can't even read a scroll when we give it to you.
I didn't know you wanted me to read it right then. I thought it was I read it and learn later.
I'm watching
If they're
Nora's
talking
face.
with you right then, Why wouldn't you use it right then?
Because I didn't know it was magic.
You could have
Scrolls
at
can be
least.
non-magical.
You could have at least looked at it.
I'm
then
sorry.
I don't understand any of this, and I'm just petting Ernesto.
Ernesto is sort of there's this panther cuddled up against Clarity's.
I'm kind of trying to put pressure on my side through the armor where I'm,
You
bleeding.
go take care of your friend. I'll herd the bunny. Come on, evil bun, and pokes with a stick.
Cure wounds
really
again.
grumpy
Cure
looking.
wounds on Nora.
And so the bunny is removed from play, apparently to be flung off a cliff by centaurs. And Deloy has gone off to her people, apparently very disappointed in the ambassadors that the Biggers world has sent.
Gonna
We're just batting
dispel
1,000 today, aren't we?
Dispel spiritual weapon, and I'm just going to potion Nora instead of the cure wounds.
I'm sorry, Nora. I had no idea what I was doing. It was my
You
only
didn't, and
defense.
hey, in all fairness, I hit you too. How are you feeling?
Ow.
Potion for Darvin.
Okay, so potion is what, D8?
Regular potions, I think, are 1d4
D4.
plus. Yeah,
So 1d4 plus anything, or just straight
4.
D4?
1d4 plus 4, if memory serves. Because these are just regulars, not graders.
So I got 6 back.
So that, yeah. That's not too bad. He didn't take much other damage.
I did.
And
So that brings me up to 16.
Yeah, I'm up to 17 out of a total of 20 wood.
you guys
26.
you guys do have a decision to make. On the one hand, you could press on to the chasm. On the other hand, if you camp one more night, Clarity and Hazel are likely to be recovered because you saw them struggling today.
I think we should
I
camp.
hit nothing.
I vote we go back to I vote we camp.
go back.
Go back to Froseth and
No reason to say
Kanda.
otherwise. I feel like I'm about to fall over.
Same here.
You aren't the only one. I vote we go back to camp and spend one more night and actually get this done tomorrow.
At the very least, you do know that you've saved far more time than has been spent on this last couple of days. So we'll leave it at you guys are heading back to the camp to explain to Froseth about some of the adventures you all have had today.
Our inadvertent clearing of the bad guys from the forest. Which we hadn't planned on doing right then. Well, I guess we kind of did, but not quite
I
that
found
right
the
then.
bad guys.
Well done.
And the
Yay
whole
me.
rabbit bard incident.
Bunny Bard.
Bunny Bard. Yeah,
Bunny
Bunny
Bard.
Bunny Bard.
Bunny Bard.
Let's live the alliteration.
Yes. And
Okay,
I am.
Sorry, just because we have run
Very
like
much
half an
over.
hour plus overtime. So I'll deal with XP tomorrow. Thank
Mhm.
you all. I will see you in 2 weeks. We should hopefully have the whole party by then.